Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have Granbull in Generation 1 or 2. Oh, yeah, we scheduled a Gen 2 run today because Gen 2 is also going to be run tomorrow on our backport. I figured, I don't have a third stream this week. It'd be great to possibly do a Gen 2 run to get myself familiar with Gen 2 just a little bit more. It's gonna be like riding a bike today, hopefully, and not an utter train wreck. We will see. We're definitely doing 2 runs. I don't even remember if I used to do 2 runs or 1 run, but we're definitely doing 2 runs. It's going to be a fun run because I just learned that Granbull is in the fast level up group. That is so cool. Fast level up group. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Anyways, we also have basically 120 attack, which is like legendary attack, and that's with the XP group being fast. So the only thing that really holds Granbull back is its special defense and attack, and then its speed. The speed is like real bad, like really bad. So I think at some point, probably around the time we get to the ability to fly, maybe even the moment we get fly, I think we're going to probably go ahead and pop right back to Goldenrod and buy some Carbos. Since we are playing with Pokerus, the little vitamin counter there for Carbos and whatnot is going to go down very quickly, so you have to get your vitamins in very quickly and very early. So that's kind of the plan so far. Hopefully we can outspeed enough things. A stab crunch with 120 power is going to be absolutely brutal. I mean, we are going to be one-shotting things this entire game. If I could remember where all the PP ups are, which I think I know where 3 of them are. I want to say there's a PP up in the surf area of Violet. There's a PP up in the ice cave right by the exit. And there is a PP up in the normal Gen 1 PP up spot right in Erica's town in the tree. I'm pretty sure there are more PP ups. I just don't remember where they are. But if we could PP up as much return as possible, that would be amazing. Plus, get this, we get all the punches. I know that we have low special and all, but in this game, coverage matters more than power in a lot of cases. So like we'll have fire punch for the so we're gonna have punches for the hardest battles in the game. The hardest battles in the game, usually when I look at a Pokemon and I think, oh, how is this Pokemon going to do? I immediately think of 3 battles. And these 3 battles are the Jasmine. So generally I ask myself, do I have a ground move? Do I have a fire move, or do I have a water move? Otherwise, it's going to be bad. Well, we got a fire move, so that's great. Then I go to Lance. And then I have to ask myself a second question with Lance. So first question is, do I have an ice move? Then I ask myself, do I have an electric move? And then I ask myself, do I need the paralyzed cure berry? And the answer to all of it is going to be yes. Although I don't believe I'll be keeping Thunder Punch. I'll probably actually consider teaching Thunder Punch. I probably will actually most likely just use Return, and I'll have Thunder Punch as a backup. Then the last one is obviously the battle with Red. And as a fast level up group Pokemon with all of the rare candies and access to Curse, I already being a slow Pokemon, I don't find this to be a big deal. The only problem that's going to be really hard is where do I set up? First of all, Pikachu's going to outspeed me, and I'm just, if I get hit by Charm, instant reset. Don't even bother finishing the battle. Knock out Pikachu and set up on whatever the second Pokemon is. So we're going to need Rest and Return probably. I'm not sure what the rest of the moveset is going to be, but that will probably be good enough to get ourselves through Red. I do remember a combination of Leftovers and Protect was also a good thing. So I'm going to try and pick up a lot of the moves that will benefit us. And I also wanted to point out one thing. Okay. Oh, good. That is the moveset. I wanted to point out that we get... Can you see my mouse? You cannot see my mouse. We get Sludge Bomb. Granbull gets Sludge Bomb. Like, what? What? Crobat doesn't get Sludge Bomb? Like, I don't think Crobat did. There are so many poison types that don't get Sludge Bomb. Granbull gets Sludge Bomb. Like, what? I just had to point that out. I thought that was hilarious when I saw it. I'm like, guys, you know what Pokemon get Sludge Bomb in Gen 2? Pokemon like Diglett. But there are so many poison types that don't get Sludge Bomb, and it's absolutely hilarious. Anyways, we should probably go ahead and get started. I just played up to Mr. Pokemon to make sure that my my overlay was working. Good news, it does in fact work. Also, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the overlay is actually different today. Big thanks to Speed. He did pretty much all of the work. I was just there to help essentially with the ideas, and he did the actual overlay overhauling. None of this was working a month ago. This was not working for Gen 2. By the way, this is my Gen 1 overlay. It works for both games, which is why it's so hard. Also, take a look at over there. We got both sets of badges, and hopefully those will be lined up and all of that. Down there at the bottom part of the screen, you can't see it now, where it says card. The Pokemon will all show up there. The image that says card is actually going to be an image. So right now the image is not working. We're having a problem getting images to work. Not a big deal. We'll fix it later. But this is gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna love it, and it's only gonna get better from here. But anyways, that is enough to start. Let's go ahead and get going. We are not going to be starting the timer until after we have given ourselves the egg move. That is a thing I do in Gen 2. It's probably not going to be done in Gen 1. Or sorry, in our back ports. I think Speed is just going to alter the moves to just give us the egg move, so we don't have to worry about that. But I do have to worry about it. I also have to worry about just regular fast Speed. So that's a whole thing on its own as well. All right. Make sure to tell Professor Elm no, because, you know, he gives me the option to tell him no. Very funny. All right, we will get our Granbull, and we are going to name it. Unfortunately, nobody gave me a name for Granbull, even though Granbull ended up winning. Everyone gave Sentret a name. But we're going to go ahead and name it Angry Doggo. And when the second run comes around, hopefully somebody else will have another name for us. All right. And last but not least, we will give ourselves Crunch. As soon as I hit C enough times to find Crunch. There we are. And the very last thing, we will hit up this so that way it heals our Crunch PP. And as soon as we talk to that guy, we start our timer. All right. So the backgrounds, get used to the background just randomly changing all of the time outside of battle. We have also added a few things in the I do see chat, John. I was just kind of getting everything out of the way. Pay attention to the top right part of the screen. We've added some non-moving icons because we couldn't figure out how to get the moving part working. But the non-moving icons will be for Whirlpool, Waterfall, and Rock Smash. As you can see, Rattata there learns Rock Smash. Something that definitely wasn't on the old overlay. because obviously it's Gen 2. So as you can see, Waterfall is the Lapras with the water above it, and Whirlpool is the Lapras with the circle below it. So it's very cool. It definitely helps me be able to figure out all of the HM users. It would have been even more helpful if I had that feature when we were doing the randomizers. No big deal. All right, and I believe Professor Elm heals you, so we're going to get our Crunch PowerPoints back. I need to remember to talk to Professor Elm after naming the rival. I remember that is a whole ordeal all on its own. Very annoying. Okay. So we are level 6 already. I love that. Level 7 now. And like I mentioned, we are in the fast level up group, and I did change it to fast, and fast is clearly working. Oh, very funny thing. So my overlay shows the level going left to right, and in-game shows the level going right to left. I think that's very hilarious. I don't know if anybody else thinks that. I also went with Chikorita, which is the hardest rival. Oh, Speed, did you just notice that the rival moves? I forget. Weren't we supposed to make them all just regular images, or did we change them all to GIFs last second? Anyways, that rival was moving. We'll have to pay attention to see if the gym leaders move or not. We didn't really do a whole heck of a lot of testing. We just made sure that they worked, the text worked, and the images weren't broken. Like we mentioned, one of the images were broken on a previous stream. I believe it was Poliwag was broken. Not Junior Trainer. The female Junior Trainer was broken on the Gen 1 overlay. All right. Almost there. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. I could have sworn I got all the non-moving versions, but they were all a certain file type. Also, pay attention that all of the Pokemon in this run, trainer Pokemon, are going to all be shiny. So that will be cool if you've never seen the shiny palettes before. Not wild Pokemon, though. Only the trainer Pokemon are going to be shiny. And we have, quite frankly, seen almost the last of the wild Pokemon, so that's good. All right. Ooh, almost made it past that guy. Interesting. In the top right, I noticed it's kind of fidgeting for some reason. Oh well. I am also probably going to end up picking up useless items here and there because I'm not going to remember what all of the items are since it's been so long since I've done a Gen 2 run. All right, let me pause here for a second. I just noticed that the music stopped playing at some point. I don't understand why. Oh, I understand why. I changed, so all the Gen 2 music is currently on the list to be played. I just remembered for the videos, like for doing video editing for Gen 1, Gen 2 videos, I made them all like 30% volume. And that was to make it so when I paste in the volume, I didn't have to change the volume because it was already too loud. So I'm going to go ahead and add the Let's Go music back in. And that'll be fixed. Yep, there we go. Okay, so it was working. It was just so incredibly low, nobody could hear it. Back to the game. I don't believe I wanted that item, but this is a potion, so I do want that. Boy, have been so close to one-shotting Pokemon. It's almost like Crunch isn't all that strong when your physical attack is literally almost double your special attack. It almost makes me think that Tackle's probably more powerful than Crunch. Oh well. Talk to the Bellsprout statue for good luck. Now, keep in mind, this run is not going to be like a Gen 1 run. The text is not instant. The run itself is just obviously longer. And the shiny animations really do tack on a lot of time. I kid you not, the shiny animations, I think, can tack upwards to like 5 minutes off the run, depending on if you do wild Pokemon training or not. It is a lot of time. All right. Nope, I told her no. I'm so used to that being fast, I just hold B, like, immediately. Oh, that's the Pokerust message. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we're already down to 8 on attack there when we were in the overworld for a second. So yeah, it looks like we're at 8 on speed already too. So like I said, by the time we get Fly, we might not even be able to take a Carbos by then. So it'll definitely be interesting to see where this ends up. But the fast level up group might be able to keep our speed in relatively like okay terms, because the problem is 45 speed is really bad. Like, we're not even talking like a little bad, we're talking real bad. All right, looks like we learned Lick at 19. That is not helpful at all. We could learn Mudslap here, but Mudslap's not useful in any way, shape, or form. All right, now we need to do the whole Togepi bit. Talk to that guy. Tell him yes instead of no. All right, heal up. All right, grab the paralysis cure berry. It is like the only one you can take that's not in Johto. All right, now we found Bellsprout number 1. We are going to go catch this sucker. Okay, you go ahead and growth. Okay, you growth again. Sure. Cool. We've got Bellsprout number 1. Now we just need that's a good question. I don't remember what Pokemon we want to catch next. I know we needed to catch a Bellsprout. Oh, that was supposed to be what setting in the randomizer do I make all Pokemon shiny? Unfortunately, it's not a setting. You have to actually go in the disassembly and physically change their stats to make them all shiny. It is not something that can be done, unfortunately. But, D1, I could send you a ROM that already does it, and nothing else has changed except for the starting name. I've added myself to the starting name. So that way, every ROM that you do in the future has all of them shiny because it's just your base ROM. I could do that. Krabby or Psyduck? Yeah, I did remember I want to get Krabby. Unfortunately, we don't learn Swift, so we are not going to be doing Swift here. Oh, I did not pick up the Ether. I don't think I picked up the Ether. It doesn't look like I picked up the Ether. So, there is an Ether over there in the grass on the way here. Squidgy likes to deem it that cave Ether. If you don't get Swift, you can go through that whole cave without the without wild Pokemon. But if you do get Swift, you can't just go through the whole cave without battling anything. But anyways, that was the only change I made to the game, was the starting name to have mine on it, and I made all trainer Pokemon shiny. It does add a lot of time to the run. Like, it adds about 1 second, maybe 1 second per Pokemon. So if you want to do up the math, how many Pokemon are in the game, essentially, that is how many seconds it adds to the run. Now, this run will open up to us quite, like, it'll really open up once we get Headbutt. For now, we're just kind of stuck here with Crunch and Tackle. And that's going to be perfectly fine. We can get past pretty much anything here with Crunch and Tackle. It's just a matter of time. The second run I might try tackle because our physical attack is so much higher than our special attack. But just because the power of Crunch is so much higher, that's kind of why I'm relying on it so much. Also, a lot of early game Pokemon have a lot lower special defense than they do physical defense. So it's like a catch-all kind of thing. If you have a special move early, it usually can tear through enemies quicker than physical moves can, even if the physical move is slightly better. Especially if you run into Pokemon like Geodude, or anything, like even Crunch is just going to be really good against it. All right, now we're going to battle Paris Girl. And then I don't believe there's really any good way of getting by. Really? All right, well, I knew that was a possibility. That happens at times. Hopefully we can just get past the drill guy right here real easy. I don't imagine it'll be difficult, but we've already got one fully parried, then two fully parried. Okay, 3 fully parried. We ended up 4 fully parried. Okay, 4 fully parried, and our our berry later. We are finally through that trainer. Okay, I am not worried about this battle. We don't have a bug weakness, so Fairy Cutter is not going to be a big problem. Ironically, this battle was not the easiest for, I think, Lugia, because Lugia is part Psychic type. No, it was easy for Lugia. I forgot. Lugia's got Aeroblast. I forget. There are a handful of Pokemon that this battle here with Bugsy was incredibly difficult. All right, well, that was a little bit too close for comfort, but, you know, I saw there was a crit somewhere there in between, so it's not like that would have been a consistent outcome. I think the third one there was a crit, and I think they actually fixed crits in this game, so, like, they got, you know, the +3 Fury Attack crit, which is basically just the next Fury Attack. Oh, crap. I just noticed something. We have the Togepi on us still. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, well, luckily Bayleaf didn't really do a whole lot. But Bayleaf is definitely the strongest and hardest rival. All right, so let's go ahead and deposit that Togepi. We need all 6 of our slots if we want to beat the game. All right, now let's go grab our customary other stuff. So I believe we want somewhere around, it was 7 repels. And then we want somewhere around 11 escape ropes. Something like that. That was like pretty close to what we need. All right, if you don't get the Bellsprout, then you try and get an Oddish here. But we do have the Bellsprout, so we're good. There was an item in here, I swear, that I might pick up. Maybe I don't. I think it was a revive, if I recall correctly. We don't need a revive. Cut. Bellsprout. Flash. Bellsprout. All right, there are a few items in here, but I don't believe I pick up any of them. I do pick up the ethers, just not those items that I passed up. All right, we are going to teach over... Nope. I'm going to teach over Bite. Don't need 2 special moves. We're not even a good single special move attacker. Hell. All right, Ether. Oh, nope. Ether. If you need money, you can talk to that girl and she'll give you Sweet Scent. We don't need money, so we're good. Wow, I only needed to get past 2 spaces. Couldn't get past them. All right, what's our friendship at? Our friendship is at 135. I think we needed to be 150? Crap. Oh, wait, no. I have to do this battle. For a second, I was really mad I didn't get around them. I'm pretty sure you have to do this person. All right. Then, oh, we got past that other person. That's good. All right. There is a spot there. There's a spot right here. That one is not useful, apparently. That is just for randomizers, I guess. Haircut. We went to 137, so we got a four friendship haircut. That was really good. Okay, so let's see. What else do we still have to do? We still have to get all the punches, but we want to do that when we have 150 friendship. So I believe we get the squirt bottle first, then we come back. Although our headbutts will be kind of low by then. All right, now let's go grab the Abra. Oh, I bought too much. Oh well. All right, I believe we healed at the Pokemon Center. I don't actually remember that. I could have swore I was supposed to do something over there. I can't remember what I was supposed to do. I swear I was supposed to do something more than just the Abra. What was I supposed to do that was more than just the Abra? Was it just pick up the Sparrow? Okay, 2 Magmar guy. Oh well, I'm sure it will come back to me once I forget. Oh, the radio card. Good call, Boss KO. I knew I forgot something. Oh, by the way, we are going to have this quick claw like the whole game. We are going to be one strong attacker, but being slow is our Achilles heel. All right. Now we want to Abra back. Heal. Because we haven't done it yet. Oh, there was another thing I wanted to do. So I in the previous runs. All right, hold on. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. All right. In the previous runs, I never really did the bike. But now that I've gotten good at Gen 1 bike, I can probably do Gen 2 bike. And I think Gen 2 bike will probably help. It is not something I've ever done in any of my runs. So it is literally something I could probably save time at on all of my runs that I have done previously. I am at 147. Crap. Nope, I'm not there yet. All right, electric punch, fire punch, ice punch. Okay, that's fine. We can fix this. Hold on, let's go get headbutt as well. Headbutt. Cool. All right, now let's go ahead and teach the punches. Why do I not have... Oh, right. Why do I not have them? Oh, I don't have the money? Where'd all my money go? Oh, did I... Okay. Nope. I don't... Oh, God. Did I really spend all my money? Mud Slap, Fury Cutter. Okay, well, I guess we'll grab Ice Punch for now. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know how I messed up the money. Maybe I was supposed to battle Whitney first. That was probably it. I was supposed to battle Whitney first, then do this. This is why we're doing 2 runs. We are getting back on the proverbial bicycle. You know, we're just remembering how to play the game again. Luckily, Headbutt is just going to be our best friend. Oh, yeah. We are going to for sure level up after Whitney. That would make sense. And then all of the whole money thing doesn't even matter. And Whitney gives us 2 grand, it looks like. That seems low. She really only give us 2 grand? Oh, she does give us 2 grand. Interesting. Okay. Regardless, we should have according to the right side of the overlay, we have 4,800 bucks. So that will be enough for Fire Punch, the other punch move we wanted. We won't be teaching Fire Punch immediately. It will actually just be for all right, and then grab that. We'll definitely be teaching that one immediately. Bye-bye lick. For now, we're going to keep both Headbutt and Return because Return is going to be weaker than Headbutt. Okay. And the reason why Return is weaker than Headbutt, it is basically your friendship divided by, I think, like 2.5, something like that. Our friendship is currently 154, so no, maybe it's not 2.5. Maybe it was. It's hard to remember. All the intricacies about the game that you don't play very much. No. I didn't talk to Squirt Bottle Girl. Yep, that's why. That's why we played we're playing 2 runs. Okay. At least I remembered on the way there and not like after physically talking to the girl and be like, what did you do wrong? Speed said I usually do 1 run in this game, so obviously 2 runs is going to be like pretty required considering how often I don't remember things at the moment. Looks like we've got Crunch, which is going to be great for the upcoming badge. Okay. Just talk to Bill here for a second. Then we go to the Rival 2. Then we can go get the badge. It will all be good. As much as I'd love for it to be like riding a bike, unfortunately, there are plenty of things to still mess up. All right, repel. Oh no, you can't use the bike in here. Oh well. All right, this is not a very difficult battle. At least it should be. All right, we got Crunch. Oh, that was a crit. Okay, so we have absolutely no idea how strong we will be for Morty. I was going to use that Haunter right there to give me a good idea of how strong I'll be for the Morty battle. But I guess we'll just not know. Oh, interesting. That was nice. Could have used Return, though. Although, I don't... again, my... Like, look at it. It's so... Okay, all right. Check this out, guys. You can escape rope here and skip the chat with Eswine there. So you don't have to talk with the guy who talks about the legendary dogs. All right, well, we know we're going to beat this guy. It's the next guy with the Haunter that we're real worried about. If we can defeat the Haunters, then we just need to get a little bit lucky not getting hit by Hypnosis on Morty. If we get hit by Hypnosis, so be it. We're going to die. That's not a big deal. We will just recuperate and come back. We will need to replenish our PP, though. Okay, we are slower than Haunter, but we did one-shot it. And that Haunter right there, I believe, is like... I forget. I think it's the same level as Morty's. So it's a really good indicator of how well you will do against Morty. All right, we got 5 returns. Morty's got 4 Pokemon. 2 returns will probably be for... Crunch. 2 crunches will be for Gengar. So we will see. I know the Gengar's got like 50-something speed, so there's no chance we will outspeed it. Actually, we just barely outsped that Ghastly. Ooh, missed Hypnosis. Nice. Okay, so that was level 21, so that was indeed weaker than that other Gengar, or that other one we saw. Okay, we expected that, you know? You get hit by Hypnosis, so be it. Technically, we also have Crunch available to us, so... Or sorry, not Crunch. We have the Quick Claw available to us, so we could, in theory, also outspeed some of these attacks. Okay, well, getting hit by Hypnosis and Curse is not a good strat. Okay. I don't know how many resets I'm going to give before I give up. It definitely has nothing to do entering the battle without full HP. I don't think that matters at all in this. Oh, God, Curse. Boy, we just kind of have to get the Crunch or the Hypnosis miss. Okay. Okay, so we got outspeed. The Gengar has 65 speed, so that is actually going to be a while. All right, last attempt. We don't win this one, we're going to move on, and we will just know that we have to come back to Morty, which sucks. Going back to Morty really sucks because you need Morty's badge to surf, and unfortunately, walking all the way back here, because I mean, technically, I could teleport back here. Oh, I need a Quick Claw. Quick Claw. Quick Claw. Oh my God, I got the Quick Claw. Holy... Well, I mean, we're not doing that again, but next run, you know, we'll do the teleport strat. So, for those who don't know, the teleport will teleport you back to the last center. I believe you walked in. I don't think it's healed at. I think it's walked in. So, since it's the last center you walked in, like, we just don't walk in the center in the next town until we're done doing the whole lighthouse bit. And when we're done doing the lighthouse bit, we're a higher level, we heal, then we do the whole Morty thing, and then we walk to the next city. It's not an enormous deal, especially if you have repels to spare. It definitely means that I need to buy more repels for the second run if we're going to do that strat. But it's not a terrible strat, especially if I do bike, which is something I'm going to try and get used to. Especially since biking is so easy to activate in this game. All right. Now, this is... oh, I didn't get the lure ball, did I? So for those of you who don't know, if you talk to not Mr. Pokemon, if you talk to Kurt after you save him, he will give you a lure ball. I do believe I picked up one great ball. I guess that's just what we're gonna have to rely on. There's a 55% chance you get a Krabby, so it's worth the risk. Yep, there you go. There's the Krabby. It looks like everything except Ice Punch will knock it out. All right, and oh, we did get the lure ball. Smart me. Good job. Good job, me. I'm impressed with myself. All right, we got ourselves the Krabby. We are in good shape. I will remember to get the rare candy in here. It's like the only thing to remember. Does anybody remember how return works? Like the math behind return? Like when will be the best time to use it? What should our friendship be the first time we want to use return? Over headbutt. Remember, headbutt is 70 power. So when will return be more than 70 power? 2.5. If somebody wants to do... Is it really 2.5? That seems really high. So 170? Well, we're 179 now. All right, grab rare candy. Now, this is technically the long way, but it's not that long. All right, so this is the most forgettable thing you can do here. You want to buy like 30 repels. Like super repels. Did I grab strength? I don't remember. I did. Okay. I didn't do surf. That is just embarrassing. Okay, well, you know, we're doing 2 runs. Okay, well, that's also embarrassing. All right. So, yeah. That's another bit of XP that I can do before Morty is get surf. Battle the kimono girls. It's a good thing that I'm the first one to notice that. If somebody in chat would have been like, hey, you forgot surf, I would have felt really, really dumb. But now we're just all dumb, so it feels a lot better for me. Okay. Let's not heal, because if I don't heal, then I can teleport back. All right, and I've been told return is more powerful than headbutt now. All right, well, really the only one here that ever really gets an opportunity to attack me is Jolteon, but because I waited so long to do the Kimono Girls, I don't think any of them are really going to be able to have a chance. But we will see. Jolteon is last, so... but based on that Vaporeon having 30 speed, I'm going to go ahead and assume Jolteon has no chance. Interesting sidebar, though. Gengar had 65 speed. We currently have 51. This is after doing everything available to us. Everything. So there's literally no chance we will ever outspeed the Gengar. Oh, really? Did I really walk in? Or is it based on the last city you were in? Maybe I walked in the center. I don't remember walking in the center. Oh, I purposely didn't heal in the lighthouse city because I was gonna. Oh my god, I did everything wrong. Literally everything. Everything teleport related, I just did wrong. Oh well. That's fine. We will figure it all out in the second run. I don't have too much to do except for we just got to the Ashlands in Valheim. I don't know if anybody knows anything about Valheim or the update that just came out, but we've been playing my friends and I have been playing Valheim religiously for like the last 2.5 weeks or so. And we just beat the Queen last night. So we are finally in position where we can now go to the Ashlands, and that was literally last night. So I'm pretty excited for new content. I've already beaten the Queen once last time when the Ashlands update came out. So this will be really cool. All right. That was unsurprising. Hitmonlee has no defense. Hitmonchan, however, has a little bit more defense. Still not surprising, though. It will be surprising, though, if I one-shot the Chuck's Pokemon, because his Pokemon are not weak. There really is no other way of saying it other than just not weak. Like, look at this. 25 defense. It's just nothing. To stab or turn. I mean, we're using Hyper Beam every turn, basically. Man, Chuck has given... I have flashbacks sometimes to the run I did against Chuck, where I was playing Tyranitar. And Tyranitar has a 4 times weakness to fighting, and its best move against Chuck was Outrage, and it confused me every time, and it was a nightmare. And even crits couldn't get you through it. Like, it couldn't get you through everything. It was bad. All right, I said I wanted to go to Goldenrod to get those Carbos. I believe it's the 3rd floor. Don't quote me on that though. Nope. 4th floor. Yep. All right, let's sell some things. Don't need regular repels anymore. Don't need Great Ball, Pokeball. Don't need Attract. Don't need Dynamic Punch. Boy, that's really it, huh? All right, that's fine. That's all we really needed. 2 Carbos. Boy, my bag management has not been great this game. Fingers crossed, we just don't need those Carbos. If we don't need those Carbos, this will be a lot easier run. All right. I like moving my flyer to slot 2. All right, water. My biggest enemy. All right, I did not grab the super repel or super potion there. I don't like using repel on that grass there. I just don't. I also don't need to heal here. Oh well. Okay, so there is a rare candy that we need to do in this. Oh my god, I was actually trying to use the super repel that time. All right, super repel. All right, so the items over here to get are full restore. There is an elixir coming up. Well, rare candy first, then the elixir. The item that you see right there is the elixir. There aren't a lot of PP related items in this game, so the elixir really matters. By the way, going in this area basically works as walking to Lake of Rage anyways, so it doesn't hurt you to ever do that because you can just fly here. Like, it is a direct fly location now that you've been to that maze area. Okay, well, I told Lance no. I mean, I don't mind the switching backgrounds thing. More or less the other people, if they care. It will be too hard to fix for me, so I mean, I don't hate it, so not really worried about it. It doesn't change like rapidly while in battle, and that's probably the more important thing. All right, this area sucks because it is just basically spam return, and that's pretty much all we do. And then after this area, we are going to defeat Price. And then after we defeat Price, we will teach Fire Punch, and we will defeat Jasmine. Just got to make sure to teach Fire Punch. Now, the reason why I'm not teaching Fire Punch now is because I could easily run out of returns. Oh, right. By the way, if you turn that computer, right? If you talk to that computer, you can get by these Rocket Grunt spawners. So I just saved myself 6 Rocket Grunt battles by doing 1 Rocket Grunt. It's a cool thing that I learned while watching a speed run of the game when I was first learning how to do Gen 2. I definitely never knew about it beforehand. I also did not know that you don't have to push all of the boulders in place in Ice Cave. I mean, you'll see it later in the run when we get to Ice Cave, but it is it's crazy. My entire childhood, I remember just that cave being incredibly annoying. And then once you do get all the boulders in place, it's just a simple up, right, down, left, right. It's like, it is basically, you know, just a big circle. All right. Protein. A little surprised I was able to take that protein there. That's an ice heal. You don't want that ice heal. All right, that's a full heal. Full heals are useful. They're not incredibly useful, but they're useful. If you get, you know, status conditioned and you don't want to do it, if you want to just like, get out of it real quick. It's useful. It's not as useful as a full restore, but it's useful in a pinch. Like, especially when you have a slow Pokemon, sometimes getting hit by status conditions is just something you can't avoid. Oh, look, guys, at level 38, we can learn Rage. All right, make sure to talk to the bird. All right, come on. Yeah, there we go. I went around that guy. I also did the full restore. Right there. All right, sweet. So far, so good, guys. 40 minutes. I actually can't remember what a good time was. I wanted to say a good time is like an hour 30 something, but I don't remember the leaderboard. At the very beginning of the run, I wasn't really looking at the leaderboard, and I didn't really have an expectation of how the run should go. But based on how I go second in a lot of battles, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is not going to be a top tier Pokemon. Just by the simple fact that there are going to be more attacks, like overall in the run. Any Pokemon that's faster than me and gets to go first, that is just time wasted. Even if I survive the attacks, it doesn't matter. I wasted that time. So most slow Pokemon, no matter how strong they are just going to be eliminated from contention, like the top of the run. Now, of course, we did the whole thing with the bike. That could save us a little bit of time, but it's still not going to save us battle animation time. Well, attack time, not exactly animation. There's no animations. We turn those off, obviously. And that guy's really hard to get around, so I'm not really that worried that I battled this person. Now, if you guys don't know, I was supposed to go down one more. This is a pointless battle. Give me a sec. Wait, oh, I see what I did wrong. I went too far to the right. Okay, that's fine. See, as a kid, back when these games came out, well, the internet was different. It was most reading text, and honestly, you had to hop on a PC. So understand, you did not. Well, are you telling me the whole ice cave thing was actually in the book? Like, I didn't have the guidebook either. I didn't have any of the guidebooks. Although I did know people who had guidebooks. All right, we are gonna be delivering the secret potion, and then we will teach Fire Punch. I mean, to be fair, nothing's stopping us from teaching Fire Punch now. All right, we already battled that guy. So if you have a Pokemon that learns Dig, you can skip a lot of this escape roping by just digging, which will save you a lot of money earlier in the run. Like, you saw that I had... Oh, crap. Okay, well, we're going to do one battle just to see what it looks like if you don't use Fire Punch. Just to, find out what it looks like. Wow, that Iron Tail did a lot less than I expected. Wow, she got a lot of misses there. I don't think I can expect to get 3 misses if I were to do that again. I mean, Fire Punch is still the correct strat. We just accidentally forgot to teach it after literally reminding myself multiple times to teach it. All right, so you do this for power points, even if you don't need to heal. Like, if we one-shot swept Jasmine's whole team there, we still want to do it because we want the power points. You will need... I don't know if you guys noticed, but the ethers that I picked up in Ilex Forest, and that ether that I picked up right before getting into Ecruteak, we're about to use those. We're basically going to spam return and nothing but return. All of these Pokemon are incredibly underleveled. Most of them have bad defense except for Magnemite and Coughing and Muck. So for the most part, they just all have bad defense. I believe there is a Muck on this guy's team. He sometimes survives a return. He should not survive a return today, though. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're so high leveled. Being the fast level up group is crazy. Okay, that guy's unavoidable. The reason I know this guy's unavoidable is because I remember asking during the Scott's Thoughts race for Parasect, I asked the guy who did the TAS run, the TAS run, tool assisted speed run, if it's possible to get that guy to walk in front of the scientist, therefore skipping the scientist battle. And he said it was not possible. Like, walking in front of that scientist is not in that guy's pathing. So yeah. So it's completely, there's just no way to avoid that guy. Now this guy is freaking annoying. So if you have a slow Pokemon, or not even slow Pokemon, actually, who am I kidding? The speed is irrelevant in this matchup. But if you have a weak Pokemon, this guy could be a real problem because all of his Pokemon are weak, which, I mean, as you know, but if you don't have something that can one-shot his Pokemon, he will hit you with Smokescreen. And that's all you have to do. Once one Smokescreen has hit you, you will start missing on more of them. And then more Smokescreens will start piling up. It is so frustrating how those Smokescreens could start piling up. And then when you get to the final Weezing, he can just sludge you to death. It's real annoying. All right. We still have Crunch, and that is because that this rival has a Haunter. And that's pretty much the only reason why we have Crunch. We were supposed to teach over Headbutt for Fire Punch at one point. I only believe the Weezing is capable of exploding. I think the rest of them are incapable of exploding. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I don't have memories of them exploding. Like this area is just the worst. I mean, like these trainers, they're not good training. I mean, yes, there's a Muck, and the Muck has got base 157 XP, as you can see there. You know, it's like over 1,000 XP, but it's just so many bad Pokemon like Rattata there. I mean, it's just nothing. Just a waste of time. The only good thing about this is it's free XP, and if all of the runs have to waste the time, I guess it's not that big of a waste of time. All right, the order to the things here is 3, 2, 1. I actually knew that as a kid. I discovered that just through sheer brute force as a kid. I mean, obviously, I fumbled around left, right, and eventually I would leave the room, and then I would go back in the room, and I would just test things over and over, so that way I knew in the future. 'Cause I hate that puzzle right there. It is so annoying. It's a good thing that the other items in this area are useless, because I would hate having to memorize another puzzle in there. Like that item, I think is, I want to say it's an X something. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. In fact, I have absolutely no clue. I actually don't have a memory. Okay, I knew that was an Ultra Ball. I don't know why I did it. There's a Max, I think, Ether over on my right. It's not generally picked up on most runs because you don't really need Ethers that much outside of basically this building. Yeah, Max Ether, I thought. And basically you want the Max Elixirs and the regular Elixir for the League. So at this point, you basically have just used all of your ethers on return, because I mean return just basically knocks everything out in this entire area. So you don't need that max ether. It just doesn't do anything. It's just going to sit in my inventory. But on the bright side, on the right side of the screen, when we're in the overworld, you will see it part of the useful items list. Like, looky there, we have a guard spec, which now we know is useless. It's something that we could easily just get rid of. Escape rope. Right, head back. Not the top floor, this floor. There we go. Now, there is an item we're about to pick up, but we're not going to use it. So, the item that we're going to pick up is the pink bow. We're going to get it upon exiting this area. And the pink bow increases your normal attacks by 10% damage. This is usually relevant for Lance in a lot of cases. The reason why it's relevant for Lance is, for most Pokemon, even low physical attackers, if you have the pink bow, sometimes return is enough to two-shot the Dragonites. So if you can two-shot the Dragonites, pink bow is usually worth it. Now, with a stab return with a very, very high physical attack stat, I'm pretty sure we're just going to end up 80% damage to the Dragonites. So an extra 10% is just not going to happen. We're going to go from 80% damage to 85% damage. And that's just a rough calculation in my head. There is a chance we can one-shot them. Being in the fast level up group affords us a higher level, which will increase my expectations. Or, well, it makes it harder to do the math in my head being in the fast level up group, considering fast level up group is basically for pink Pokemon only. And I haven't played very many of them, so I don't have a lot of experience with Pokemon in the fast level up group. Although I have played a few. Gen 2 adds a lot of Pokemon to the fast level up group. I don't know if you guys know. I've played Ariados, which is in the fast level up group. Not great stats on Ariados. All right, this guy is avoidable. Oh well. There is an elixir over here. If you think you're going to need to use an elixir after every Elite Four member, you can grab it. But I do not plan on battling every Elite Four member, so I'm not going to grab it. I don't plan on healing after each Elite Four member my PP. I plan on... Ooh, that was close. Super Repel. Oh, right. You can also bike. I forgot. You can bike in here. All right. So this one's a circle. You just go over, around. Okay. Actually, it's really hard to explain how to do the... I just muscle memoried, essentially, the bike area. I don't necessarily know how to do a lot of it. I just know. All right, so this is the one boulder you push in. You have to go up and around and a whole bunch of directions. But once it's pushed in, then you go through this one over here. You don't even need the boulder. And you just go up and right. Up and right. And there's also the full restore. Full heal. The PP up is not here. That's TM44 rest. The PP up, I believe, is in the next room. All right, can we take an iron? We cannot take an iron. So there's an iron in this room, if you guys don't already know. Right there in the bottom area. This is the PP up. No, sorry. This is the PP up. We can't take that protein. So the protein is dead to us. All right, if you need to get rid of, let's say Surf, the move deleters in this town. We don't need to get rid of Surf, so we're good. I believe that is not the move deleter's house. I believe it's more to the left. Steve, my boy, just want to say these runs have been good, though I'm not on live like that. I always make sure to drop a view and and watch the vids. Thank you, Area91. I appreciate it very much. There have not been a lot of people showing up to the live runs lately, and it's very assuring knowing when people drop comments being like, hey, I like the videos. I'm not able to catch them live, but I very much like the videos. It happens every now and again, and it's the best feeling. Even when you know it's people that are regulars to your channel, it's always reassuring. because some of your regulars just disappear for very long stretches of time. Like Online Bully was on for a very long time, and then he had he ran into life problems, money problems, and then we had Cole Daniels for a long time. I even made him a mod. He just stopped watching. I don't actually know what happened to him. He has never said in a video or mentioned that he was going away. I guess he just kind of stopped. So it's always good to hear from people. So I appreciate it. Oh, John, you show up all the time. Even if it's like you stop by and you drop one comment all the time. Like just stopping by and saying, "Hey, I'm here." You don't have to comment the whole video. It's just nice knowing that somebody is around. Okay. I think I remember where the one here. Did I get Whirlpool? I got Whirlpool from Lance. Right. Whirlpool. I was for a second I was like, I don't remember getting Whirlpool. All right, we're good there. There is a second max potion. Oh, I forget what the quick way of doing this is. Speed says there's a way of 1 1 3 1 2 1 1 3 1 2 1 1 3 1 2. I need to get that memorized. A lot of those have two answers, except for the one that's anybody and the one that's both. All right, so Claire's gonna give us Dragon Breath, not Thunderbolt. Not Thunderbolt. Got to make sure to point that out. Then we go ahead and get the free Dratini. All right, and then hope that our thing is still running. Good. Max Elixir. All right, we got the Max Elixir. We can head out. Escape rope. All right. That's our Elm. Okay, so... Oops. That was interesting. All right, so we talk to Professor Elm, get the Master Ball. Then we do all of our stuff. We do all of the errands before we go into the next city. Before we go into Kanto, we want to do everything that's available here in Johto, which means rare candying, or doing the rare candies. So we're going to fly to Violet. Violet, you're turning violet. I like that reference. All right. Get the rare candy. All right, now we're going to grab the PP up. All right, now we're going to go ahead and fly to the next city. Goldenrod. Going to head down and left in that tree. Now we're going to go ahead and head over to... Olivine. I'm trying to think if there was another one other than this Olivine one. Crap. Oh, the right, the cave one. Yep, there is another one. I knew I was forgetting one of them. I knew there was no way this amount of candies was correct. All right, Flash is on Bellsprout. Super Repel. So this is up, around, up. Nope, in the boulder. Left of the boulder. All right, now we can go ahead and escape rope. And now we do the last candy, which is Ecruteak. All right. Nope. Go over, up the waterfall. This is why we do all the candies all at once, is because of that waterfall right there. We can't get all the candies all at once unless we can get them. And unfortunately, because of that waterfall, this is the first moment we can get them. All right, and just one more candy left. Now, that's not the last candy in the run, of course. It's the last candy that we're grabbing in succession. All right, let's also use those PP ups we got earlier. I don't predict there's any move we're going to need extra PP for red. So we're pretty much just going to want return PP. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed. I just want to point it out. The map changed behind my head. It literally took us a whole entire day and a half to do that. Like, we experimented for hours upon hours. We got Austin, a fellow streamer, involved. As you guys already know, we do runs with Austin. He knows a little bit more about coding than we do. It took us so long to get it so that map changes when we change regions. Basically, in the end, we pretty much just had to add an if-then statement. If the route equals that water, you know, that first route in Kanto, then change the map. And then if it equals New Bark Town, change the map again. But for the most part, if you somehow were able to, let's say, dig or teleport back to another region with skipping those cities, the map will break. But it's very cool. Odds, if you do everything the correct way, the map will change. Why am I... This guy was... The last two trainers were both ignorable. I don't need this training. I'm level 53. I've already battled too many trainers as it is. The next run, I want to lower the amount of trainers I'm battling. All right. I keep forgetting to go on my bike. I know. Someone's gonna need to like remind me, hey, the bike exists. All right. Can we learn Earthquake? We cannot. Okay. Well, that makes this decision a lot easier. There's also a max potion over there by Earthquake, but unless you actually pick up Earthquake, the max potion is not worth it. There's no ever need for it. Okay. Well, somehow we still have Headbutt. We never once taught Fire Punch. We were never able to afford Thunder Punch. We're just going to go ahead and hit the Gyarados with return and see how that goes. And then we will assess if that is good enough on run 2. I will teach Fire Punch now, actually. The reason I need Fire Punch now is because Fortress is a steel type. And I don't like it when Fortress explodes on me. Fortress exploding is not fun. Cool. I mean, to be fair, this is just going to be a crunch sweep, except for when we get to Executor, we will Fire Punch. Oh, actually, it looks like both Ice Punch and Fire Punch will do the same amount of damage. I'm actually curious if Return will do more damage than the super effective Crunch. Because look at it, it is 150 power. Look at my 201 attack versus my 119 special attack. Yeah, that makes sense. We probably should be using Return. Even over super effective Crunch. It just makes sense to use Return. Unless, of course, the Pokemon is incredibly bulky. Like Fortress. Alright, Fortress. Die to Fire Punch, please. Thank you. Alright, Muck. You can go down. We still want Crunch, though, for a few matchups. The only matchup I can think of that I want Crunch for now is Gengar. I believe that Karen, her team has a Gengar. I'm not sure if it'll be faster than me or not. It probably will be, considering our speed is 105 and some of these not very fast Pokemon are like right there with me. Okay. Wait. Now I'm curious, do I need Crunch after Gengar? Is there any trainer left in the game with a ghost type or a problematic matchup? There's no more rival battles at this point. And I appreciate Karen just like, you know, punting the whole battle by just using Crunch or using Curse to basically all but guarantee her loss. All right, I know Speed taught me a trick there with this room. All right, we're gonna go ahead and heal. There, you can walk all the way up to the steps. I know, right there. All right, we are going to actually put the Paralyzed Cure Berry on now. We don't necessarily need the Quick Claw. We're probably going to be fast in everything but Charizard and Aerodactyl. Hopefully. All right, one shot, please. Thank you. Oh, right. That's why the Gyarados is not a threat. Oh, also I had Ice Punch. So Gyarados isn't a threat because it always sets up Rain Dance on turn 1. So because it always sets up Rain Dance on turn 1, you don't need to worry about it. If you can two-shot it with Return, that's all you need to do. Basically, even weak Pokemon like Ariados can knock out Gyarados because Gyarados just isn't a threat. I forgot about that completely. So yeah, there's no need for Thunder Punch at all. All right. I know Speed said that you can actually just reset right after it saves right there, but I always wait until the time goes up. It's like a reference point for other runs. I don't keep track of this playtime right here at all. But if somebody else were to want to, you could. Because I bring it up every time. All right. There are no rare candies to be picking up, so we will just head directly to Olivine. I did not know you could do that. So I always talk to him from the right side, but for some reason I talked to him from the top there. You have to talk to this guy for his friend to actually spawn. Steve, out of the trainers in Gen 2 over Gen 1, who is the most improved? See, most of the Gen 2 trainers are bad. I mean, the only one I could really say that the most improved is Brock, because he got a diverse team. Like Misty got more water types. You know, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily, her team technically is better, but you know, her team is still all water types. Brock's team was basically a joke if you had a water move, and now his team has neutral Pokemon to water types, water moves, because now he's got Omastar and Kabutops on his team. So that is definitely an improvement for him. So yeah, I'd probably say, because I mean, even if you think about it, like Surge went from a few Pokemon to a lot of Pokemon, but in the end, his team is still weak to ground moves. Meanwhile, Brock actually changed his team, making it more diverse. So yeah, I'd probably say Brock. He also had the most room for improvement with only 2 Pokemon. And I don't think it's very fair to compare Giovanni to Blue. Otherwise, it would be Giovanni to Blue. But they're totally different people, so I don't compare them at all. Although I would think it'd be very interesting if they did an updated Giovanni, because I'm pretty sure if they did do an updated Giovanni, his team would be a lot better. Bruno, his team improved because of the special defense thing. I don't think his team improved via the actual Pokemon on his team. I would actually say if there's a really annoying matchup, it's in the Elite Four. See, Agatha is just pure evil, but Karen is pure strategy evil. And what do I mean by strategy evil? Her team, it sets her up to beat any individual Pokemon. So she starts out with the Vileplume, which does like to stun spore you, and it's relatively bulky. Sometimes it just survives a hit, and there's just nothing you can do about it. And then the second Pokemon is Umbreon, and Umbreon 90. You know what? I've never seen it not use. I'm going to say 100% of the time uses either Confuse Ray or Sand Attack. All the time. And it's so bulky it always survives an attack unless you're outrageously powerful. Like our Pokemon today. Outrageously powerful. So you are now you're possibly confused and paralyzed, or you are Sand Attacked and paralyzed, going into now a curse setting up Gengar. So like now not only are you paralyzed and confused, you are now possibly having curse on you. So it is just, she is a maddening, just maddening for a one Pokemon team. Oh, oh, right. I'm supposed to do the Pokemon Center at this Pokemon Center. I healed at the wrong Pokemon Center. I was supposed to head directly here, not go into the city. In fact, that's the whole shtick, is you're technically in the city, even though you didn't really actually look at the city at all. All right, so you heal at this Pokemon Center, so that way you can teleport back to it once you have the machine part. I don't know why I walked through all that grass, but I did. All right, now that guy has told me about the machine part, it now exists. You head to the city. Oh, right, you have to bump into the rocket, otherwise Misty won't be there on the route. Luckily, there's no guys over there, but there's plenty of guys over here. Unfortunately, there's really not much to say about these guys. They're all basically weak to return. I mean, we are basically double the level of that other Granbull. Like, it's just sad. Not much that Granbull, really any Pokemon in all of Kanto can do. They are just so underleveled. All right, have a good afternoon for you, John. Okay. So far, I'm very happy. The overlay is held up. Nothing has particularly wrecked it in any way, which is nice. We only did one full run as practice, so like if new issues pop up, then it could have broken, and there would have been nothing I could have done to fix it. Oh, that was really nice. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that Parasect had a spiderweb background. I thought that was very funny. It's kind of like a spider, but it's not a spider. Quite comical to me. All right, so you can fly back to Cerulean. Back. Nope. You're supposed to teleport back to this Pokemon Center because now I have the machine part. All right. Talk to that guy. There's still plenty of things to do now that I've talked to that guy. But first, we got to go ahead and beat up Misty. Make her cry like Whitney. Supposed to swim in the water. Okay. I don't think I've ever battled her in all of my Gen 2 runs. Outside of the ones that required extra training, like Ariados. Like, Ariados is not compatible with Red's. What is this Pokemon? The Espeon and the Charizard. And quite frankly, also the Snorlax. Like, her team is rough for most Pokemon, or like Red's team is rough for most Pokemon, but like Ariados is real weak. All right, so here's something I forgot to do on my way into the city. I was supposed to talk to this guy who then gives me a rare candy instead of the bike voucher. All right, now we can go do Surge. That was Gen 1 right there. I completely forgot. Now I'm going to have 2 battles instead of 1. I just realized that's kind of comical right there. So that was 4 Magnemites. This guy's got 4 Electrodes. So if you go straight, you battle basically the same Pokemon over and over again. That's funny. I'm using Fire Punch just because I need... these guys are going to be a lower level than Surge himself. And obviously I need to conserve returns for Surge. Alright, so I need to knock out one of his Pokemon with the not return. I picked the wrong one. Okay. Well, this is going to be unfortunate. Hopefully, oh, we've already missed. That's really bad. Oh, boy. Okay. We basically can use 1 return on all of his Pokemon. And basically all of his Pokemon except Magneton. Oh, my God. Even Magneton knows Double Team. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. I can't remember the last time I ran into this many problems with Surge. It's actually a little funny. Oh, explosion. Thank you. I appreciate it very much, Surge. Very helpful. Doing my own battling for me. Well, I gave him all of the advantages in the world and he didn't bite. He didn't take them. All right. There was something I forgot to do. All right. So the thing I forgot to do was I need to go get the radio card. Luckily, you could do these in any order. Technically, it would have been more efficient to do it before Surge. Would have saved me on a little bit of walking area. That's fine. As long as I didn't waste any space. Notice that guy's Super Nerd's Metal Pikachu in his little graphic. I think that's kind of cute. All right, so you talk to this guy. Nope. You talk to this guy. He gives you the EXPN card. Then you fly over to Vermilion. You play the second to last one right here. Talk to the Snorlax. Boom, attacks you. You don't need Snorlax, so, you know, you say goodbye in style. You don't need the max revive, which is in that boulder. Alright, you try and get around the 3 drill Pokemon, or 3 V-drill Pokemon trainer here. Unfortunately, it's very hard. You have to go by her twice. So she has 4 chances to catch you. He has 4. Whatever, Ed. So it's a he. Alright, we don't need to heal. We're good. All right. The Light Years Junior trainer has gotten rid of his Diglett and upgraded his Sandshrew. How in the world they just did not decide to just go ahead and give him both Dugtrio and Sandshrew, I will never know. Oh well. All right. We unfortunately don't have a good move for Sandslash or Omastar. I guess Crunch is neutrally effective, but it looks like Return is probably just going to be the most powerful move. Now, of course, this team still is very weak to water. And as I mentioned, the Omastar and Kabutops are neutral to water. They're not like resistant in any way. But it is definitely an improvement. Whereas this team basically died to a single droplet of water. Now can, you know, survive a little bit. All right, so you can go around the entire, what used to be the forest here. This is an elixir. You don't need it. You will never need it. It's useless, but it's good to know. All right, so this is the Mr. Mime person. Jinx person. Around them. I've already used my super repel. Okay, so you're supposed to hug the wall. Got it. I'm very curious to see where this is going to end up on the leaderboard, because the run is going smooth. It's just been a lot of minor errors, all compounded. Now, our Pokemon is also absurdly high level thanks to all of those minor errors. Because we have battled probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 trainers overall. Too many. Oh, okay, you gotta move. Oh my god, it survived. That was crazy. I'm curious if I should consider using another move on it next time. I don't think I should. I think we'll just have to give it up to him that he will survive. Good on him. All right, well, apparently at some point, my repel wore out? Weird. I could have sworn I remember putting a new one on. I think in this game, you have to wait for your repel to run out before you can apply a new one. That's probably what just happened to me. Whereas in Gen 1, you can use a repel at any point in time. All right, the cat was like walking all over the table. I had to give it a slight shove off the table, desk, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we're gonna pick up Protect and Curse the moment we can. First of all, we have to beat Blue, though. After we beat Blue, then we can go pick them up. There's nothing stopping me from picking them up. It's more of a self-imposed thing. And I'm looking at my overlay. I have all of the badges but Blue, so I did not forget anybody. All right. Use return. 254 versus 155. So technically, our physical is not double our special, but it is significantly improved. Almost double. So if you have 2 equally powerful moves, return is just the tiebreaker every time. All right, so like right here. Yeah. Fire Punch and Ice Punch would have been equally as good on Executor, but because of the lower special attack, it wouldn't have knocked it out. Whereas Return did. All right. Okay, so now we need to just go pick up the stuff. All right, so we are grabbing Curse at the top of here. All right, now we just need to get Protect, which I actually forgot the number. I'll probably read the description of the move. I want to say it was TM17, but I don't actually remember. Okay, third floor. Nope. This floor? Yeah, this is it. 17. Yep, that's it. All right, we have everything we need. Outside of Thunder Punch, we're pretty much solid here. Just need to head over to Oak. Let him know that we've got all 18 or 16. Got all 16 badges. We're ready to go. Let him know that we want to do Mount Silver. Then we go do Mount Silver. Ah. Oh my god, we got past the grass. How fortunate. I did kind of figure out that if you just preemptively do it for that Pallet Town grass. Oh, hold on, we can do the teleport skip here. So if you do that for the Pallet Town grass, you just use the repels at Pallet Town, then you can just, you know, you can continue your repels in this area. So I mean, it's probably beneficial to use repels. All right. Abra. All right, now I used to have Flash in my Abra. All right, so this is up and around. All right, hopefully we have all 10 candies. I haven't looked at the overlay or the bag, so I'm just hoping that I have them. Oh, I do. Perfect. We'll do it without the candies because we're already level 70. We'll do it with no teaching moves. Then we'll teach moves and see how much of a difference it makes. All right, well, we've been hit by Charm, so this is already a wash. This is basically, we should just instantly reset when we get hit by Charm, but we'll see how it goes. All right, well, he used Amnesia, so we have no choice but to basically use Return. Reflect is currently enabled. That's why we're doing so little damage. Reflect just ended, as you saw there. Rest. No rest. Perfect. All right, Venusaur took in Sunlight. I appreciate that very much. Unfortunately, it's faster than me. All right, so 143 versus 136. So if we were to use our candies, that would, in fact, allow us to outspeed. But we're not going to do that. We're going to actually try the Curse strat here. We don't need any other moves other than Return for this entire fight. So we can pretty much just teach over whatever we want. All right. And at this point, we just kind of, if we get hit by if we get hit by Charm, we reset instantly. Yep. Something behind me isn't being green screened. Interesting. All right, so Curse. Curse. Oh my god, did you see that Psychic? Protect. Curse. Holy crap, that's doing so much damage. Protect. All right. Okay, well, we are not doing a full Curse setup, that is for sure. Oh, we forgot to teach Rest. Oh, we got hit with Charm. Charm is just so annoying. Oh, Charm failed. Perfect. All right. Curse? Wow, that does so much. Protect. All right, Return. All right. Protect. Oh, it used Amnesia. Curse. It used Amnesia again. Curse. All right, you know what? We probably don't need so many Curse setups, honestly. Darn. All right. Now, if we're paralyzed, does Protect still work? Well, it's going to take in Sunlight, so let's just go ahead and attack first. We'll use Curse on the next one. All right. Curse. Or sorry, Protect, not Curse. Okay. Flamethrower. Survived. All right. Okay, well, unfortunately, we've made it Fully paralyzed. Dang. Okay. All right. We'll use a few candies here. We need I don't know what speed the Pikachu was at. I also need rest. Rest. Okay, we are set. Yeah, there's no, unfortunately, great strat. All right, Pikachu's got 167, so we will never outspeed Pikachu. Got it. This is one of the unfortunate things that just... Okay, you know what? Oh my god, we got fully parried. Wow. I was like, we could probably rest away that. It'll suck, but we can do it. Yeah. Normally, Pokemon don't have too much of a problem outspeeding Pikachu. Alright, we do not outspeed Protect. Oh, it used Rest. Protect again. Aha. Return. Does so much. Okay, so turns out one curse did matter. Okay. Okay, well, we'll fix it on the next one. Yeah, the extra levels doesn't really make any difference now that I think about it. Getting hit by Charm, though, that sucks. Okay, Thunder. All right, I think we probably just want one curse. We really don't need that many curses. Oh, wow. It did not use Reflect. It didn't use Reflect at all. What the heck? I needed you to use Reflect. All right, well, Snorlax uses Amnesia on turn 1 pretty much every time. Cool. All right, this one takes in Sunlight on turn 1. We're good there. All right, unfortunately, we are going to die to Charizard. Yeah. I tried to set up Rest on Charizard. You know what I probably should have done? I probably should have used Rest on... I should probably use Rest on Venusaur, because Venusaur takes 2 turns to hit us every time. And that just seems like an advantage. Alright. Alright, I'm just going to use the rest of our candies. I don't think we'll outspeed after using them, but... Saving them for no reason doesn't really seem like it matters at this point. 138 speed, still not enough, though. Snorlax Rest? We could do that. Okay. Alright, Espeon usually sets up Reflect on turn 1. Alright. Cool. Alright. We'll go ahead and try our setup on Snorlax. Curse. Use Amnesia. Curse again. Body Slam. Curse. Another Body Slam. Parad. Okay, so now we will rest. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but the Reflect just faded right there. So the moment we wake up, we will hit Snorlax for massive damage. And pretty much at this point, nothing is going to be able to knock us out in one hit. So yeah, you're right. Snorlax was the strat. Rest on Snorlax is definitely the strat. We'll fix that on the next one. I don't know what just happened there. It looked like I missed. Cool. It used Rain Dance for some reason, and that was all she wrote. 133.46. So if you hold B, it'll go fast. And then we go to the Pokegear, and we got our playtime. Okay, so really rough first run, but let's see how this compares to the leaderboard. So stats, top mod. Nope, sorry, webcam. All right, so we got 133. Holy crap, that's not bad. 133. Let me just double check. 133.46. Yeah. You know what? It felt a lot like Miltank. It definitely felt a lot like Miltank. We were slightly better than Miltank, which is probably because of the fast XP group. That makes perfect sense. But not a bad time. I bet you we could probably get up there with Meganium. Well, I bet you we could knock off 5 minutes by just not battling extra trainers. Ho-Oh. Well, Ho-Oh and Lugia were, how should I put it? So Lugia had like 2 hours and like 15 minutes on his first run because it was my first ever run. I even did a video for it. Not a good run. Then I redid it later. That's what the X is for. I never redid Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh was just that good as like one of my first ever runs. Ho-Oh is just untouchably good. If I were to redo Ho-Oh after all, like some more practice, I could probably get better than Charizard if I would just like slightly more practice. All right, so I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick and we will start our second run. All right, I am back. So this time, let's go ahead and set an over-under now that I have a good idea of what we're working with. How fast will I beat Red? Over, let's see, we just got 133, so let's say 130. 1 hour, 30 minutes. And then let's make the... Oh, actually, no, let's make the over the time we literally just got. And then we'll make the middle basically what I thought it was. So let's say, I said we could probably get Meganium maximum. So we'll say 128 to 133. And then under 128. So basically, will we beat Meganium? Okay, there we go. Our pull.
I don't know if this will be Meganium.
Oh, hey.
I came in when you were in the bathroom.
So, Meganium got a great time because it had Swords Dance. So it was always equipped to be able to beat anybody. Oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is the one you can get 71 quantity.
Okay, so let's see. What are we gonna do differently?
That's, and then I'm thinking, okay, where's collision? And then I go on
So
I wasn't paying attention for too much of the run, but I was there the whole time.
and then it shows.
all right.
Everything with an
So
X
there are
has
just a handful of things differently. I believe we want to basically do a lot of our teleports differently. The big caveat to the run is that we cannot defeat Morty reliably. So I think what we're going to end up doing on this second run here is we're going to defeat the Kimono Girls, defeat the rival in the tower. Then we're going to heal in Ekritik. We're going to head over to the lighthouse. We're going to do the whole lighthouse. We're going to then do a teleport all the way back to Ekritik. Then we'll defeat Morty, which might require a little bit of luck. There really is not much of a chance we can outspeed Haunter or Gengar. We pretty much have to rely on either Hypnosis misses or Quick Claw procs. There really isn't very much strategy to go with that. The one advantage of being able to do this run and having to teleport back is we can pick up the berry, which will allow us to wake up one time. So we'll throw away the Quick Claw for the one battle, for the more consistent berry. Unfortunately, never being able to outspeed Haunter means that if we fall asleep, we just dead. Like, we can't fall asleep twice. And the reason why is because Haunter hits us with Curse, then Gengar hits us with Hypnosis immediately every single time. So if we get put to sleep, if we fall asleep for even 2 turns, we die because of their AI is actually good in here. They'll use Dream Eater after Curse. Hypnosis.
Yeah, it's a good thing you were explaining a lot. I was just about to mention the berry to help Morty, but you already did.
Right. So
do you think you're going to be utilizing teleport more? You're training to the lighthouse. Do you think you'll train at the Lake of Rage 2, then teleport back?
Well, at that point, I just have Fly. Oh, you mean to just do the Lake
of
Rage
before
training
Morty.
before? Oh, no. At that point, you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. There's just not much you can do about it. I'm not gonna sacrifice actual time. I'm already sacrificing the time it takes to cycle over to Olivine twice.
Yeah.
Now,
so if you want to have a spreadsheet of all the trainers and their speed stats, do you want to know like the Haunter's speed, for example?
Well, I don't, like, there's not much I can do about the speed. Unfortunately, if the Pokemon is a fast Pokemon, they outspeed me. It's just basically that. Early game. Late game, it's Gen 2. Like, you were just going to overlevel every single thing all the way until basically blue. So.
Yeah. Was Lance any difficult?
He was not. Ice Punch was able to knock out the Dragonites, obviously. And the Gyarados goes down in 1 hit. The Charizard goes down in 1 hit. So really the only problematic trainer in the entire Elite Four is actually Karen, because you do not knock out the Gengar. Well, sorry, the Gengar gets to attack, and then also, I believe the Vileplume also gets to attack. No, sorry, it gets to outspeed. Both of those Pokemon outspeed you. Right.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, and I got hit by Stun Spore on the first attempt. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do other than just playing better and not running into trainers.
What was your... I remember Matt played a Granbull a bit ago. Did you struggle with Chuck?
No.
Really? You must have gotten lucky.
No, it wasn't even a little hard.
Did he never land Dynamic Punch?
He got 1 attack. Like, that was it.
Oh. Well, he is random like that.
Well, he only was able to attack me once. I believe the I outsped and one-shot the Poliwhirl, but the Primeape attacked me with, I don't remember. It wasn't Dynamic Punch, that was for sure.
Oh well. Well, I guess it's time to start the run, huh?
Yeah. Probably should, since it's gonna be one of the longer runs. All right. Yeah. Does the same what's it called?
Up select B. Yeah, it works.
Cool. Sweet. All right. Got a fast style. Okay. Let's see.
I just realized for your card it still says Rock and Steel.
I think it defaults to that.
I think that's just because of the mapper, but does that like get replaced with normal when you pick it up?
Yes.
Huh. Okay, that's a good thing to know.
That is interesting now that you pointed out, but oh well, not a big deal. Normally, I think
probably
it's just
because
see-through.
Oh well.
All right, and we don't start our timer until after we've given ourselves Crunch, which, by the way, I think actually Tackle is going to be more powerful than Crunch, so I'll use Crunch as the backup move.
Doesn't Granbull have very bad special attack?
It has not good, but not terrible. It's not like Hitmonchan bad, like 35, but it's like, I want to say 70, which is like Machamp level, like okay. All right. Unfortunately, nobody said a name, so we're gonna name
Spike.
Sure.
I just thought of that.
We're gonna save time by having a shorter name this time. Yeah, save a lot of time by having a shorter name.
Looks like it looks like the 2 types we have to put in the mapper. It seems like you'd have to put it in for each new run, because I do notice it's not calculating stab properly.
It doesn't calculate stab in the overworld, but it does in battle.
Oh yeah, because type is in battle, but not overworld.
Right.
Yeah, remember we had problems with that?
Starter timer. All right, so let's be a little bit more cautious about. I will probably try and do less overworld battles because I noticed I did not one-shot a lot of things.
So yeah, it is normal in battle, and then it's the rock steel type out.
Interesting. Can't one-shot.
I guess that just means for every crystal run, you'll just have to replace the 2 types in the mapper. Unless you don't mind it being wrong in the overworld.
I don't mind it being wrong in the overworld, but I did forget that that's a thing. How would this run go if Granbull was probably worse because honestly, it would have more weaknesses.
The only thing I can think of, it would resist fighting, but then be weak to poison in steel. There's not many steel. It would make Jasmine way harder.
Well, Jasmine was. Well, I wasn't using Thunder or Fire Punch, but she was easy.
Huh. I do notice the black dot for Route 30 is not in the right spot. Guess the map's still having issues.
I think you only set it up for the cities.
I'll have to look at it.
I remember kind of that you did the major cities, and then I think you did Kanto, but I'm not sure if you did Johto.
I remember some of the routes were having issues, like if they all started with the same number, because like if there was like Route 1 and then Route 11 would be over Route 1. It was just a really annoying bug.
Interesting.
And I had to fix it for all the
just said that I didn't get hit during the Chuck battle at all, but I did crit the Poliwrath. So I guess they are both 2 shots, then maybe?
I'm guessing you got the stupid luck.
I guess so. I can't remember the last time I need them all, eh? Oops.
Well, if you know the Bitterberry outside of Violet, you could save it for Chuck.
Do you really think that's going to be an issue?
I was just thinking if you got hit with Dynamic Punch in case, like, Poliwrath survives.
I just don't feel like it's going to be a problem.
I'll remember that. Hey, why don't you keep Charm? It's good move. Pikachu uses it.
Yeah. Pikachu cost me so... I didn't even look at how many resets I had, but all of them mostly because of Pikachu.
Last I looked, it was around 17.
Yeah, and it's just because the strategy is reset the moment Pikachu uses Charm.
Right. Okay, I will be back in 2 minutes.
All right. I know a lot of you guys are like probably thinking, why didn't you at least try while you were hit by Charm? I have done, like, if you look at my leaderboard, I've done all of those runs, plus I've done a lot of randomizer runs. When you are hit by Charm and you are using a physical attacker that is relying on basically return and nothing else, even if you do have, are able to set up your setup moves, your curse. If you're able to set up curse, you are still most likely not going to do well. There's not a lot of good setup points either. Our defense is not great. both special and physical defense is not fantastic on our Pokemon. But luckily, the Snorlax does not have the greatest move set against us. And the more curses we set up, the less damage the Snorlax is able to do to us. So John Calibro's strategy of setting up on the Snorlax was genius. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but it was a great move. Congratulations for coming up with it. I appreciate it very much. It is unfortunate every time you have to use a Pokemon that uses the Scott moveset and not the any other moveset. Like, I love it when you can use a Pokemon that has a really diverse moveset, or you can rely on a move that's, different. But unfortunately, we don't get good moves. Like, we get Bite, Lick, Roar, Rage, and Takedown, and that is it. Like, we don't get very many, just out of ordinary moves. So we just kind of have to use the all-encompassing always win move set. If you guys don't know the all-encompassing always win move set, give me a second and I will tell you. So the move set is Return, Curse, Rest, and Protect. That 4-move combination will win with just about any Pokemon, even the really, really bad ones. So whenever you have to use that, you feel like a little, like you die a little inside, because you feel like you didn't do the Pokemon justice. Return was too good of a move. Honestly, if Return was not in the game, Body Slam would have been there. Well, Body Slam's not a TM in this game. So, Body Slam is just not a move that you can just reliably get in all runs. So, yeah. Not much you can do. To be fair, Return is a really rare move. You can only pick it up on 2 days of the week. I believe it's Wednesday and Saturday. So it's not necessarily something that all players who played the game knew about. It's not just a move that you can go pick up in the department store or whatever. It's a move that you pretty much kind of had to go to your way, or you had to have a book. You knowing that person gives you Return is kind of like extraordinarily good knowledge. But unfortunately, I know about it, so I use it. Return is also so good that it's used in most of the games too. I've seen Speedrunner use Return in most of his randomizers for Gen 3. Return is just a good all-encompassing move that most Pokemon learn. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I just expertly navigated around a lot of battles just now. All right, and we are going to be using Repel. So we are going to navigate around some more battles. I navigated around this guy last time. He's pretty hard to get around. But he's pretty okay experience. I wouldn't call him good because his Pokemon do technically give low XP yields, 86 base XP, and you gotta judge it based on base XP. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the wild Pokemon, I forget if we did trainer Pokemon or not. I guess we could figure out in a second. I wanted to do it for trainer Pokemon too, but I think it's currently set up on wild. Oh, they're good. It is for trainer ones too. All right, base XP is what every Pokemon's XP is based off of. So basically, there is a whole math problem based on it, but essentially just think base XP times level, and that's kind of what it is. It's not the exact number, obviously, because you can see, that's not even close to the exact number, but that's basically what it's boiled down to, base XP times level. So if you see like Rattata, there's base XP is 57. That is just awful. It's not good in any way. Zubat 54. It's awful. So it means that even if you find a really, really high level Zubat, like a level 50 something Zubat, the XP of a level 50 Coughing is going to be double. Like, look at it. Its base XP is 114. So you want to avoid low base XP Pokemon. And unfortunately, the game is just full of low base XP Pokemon early in the game. So even the wild Pokemon, in a lot of cases, are low base XP. Now, in order to find a lot of high base XP Pokemon, it's not like terribly hard. What you have to do generally is, oh, hold on. Let's avoid the Paris trainer this time. Let's not get paralyzed. Anyways, the way to essentially get a lot of higher XP yield Pokemon are find areas that have evolved Pokemon, or find Pokemon that don't evolve, because then you'll get higher XP yields, because they had to, like, what do you call it, account for the Pokemon being the lower XP yield. All right, now we got a potion. Go ahead and use that. Save just in case.
Was Bugsy difficult last time?
Bugsy got a crit on the second attack. It made her difficult, but I don't think she should be. All right. And also, I'm going to use Tackle this time instead of Crunch.
I will say, like Hargle, they fixed some of the XP issues. They, not really. A lot of the levels are still quite the same. The only levels that really got boosted were some of the Kanto gym leaders, and that's really it.
Oh, that was really, really good. That was a 3-turn Bugsy, and that was with a lower level and everything. Yeah.
I noticed you chose not to teach Mud Slap.
I bought 11 escape ropes. I like 11 escape ropes. It's a really solid number. We do not have any Pokemon. We will be catching the Oddish. What the? Oh, right. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Ignore that. What the? I was thinking, oh, doesn't she usually start with a different Pokemon? I'm like, oh, yeah, this is Rival 2.
Yes, another trainer sent out Ghastly.
Lucky Egg is in the game, but it's only on Chansey's very, very late in the game, and it's like a 5% rate on the Chansey. So basically,
I think I've read it's 2%. Oh, catch that Psyduck.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to get a Krabby now.
Yeah, but I still have to get a cut user.
Actually, I think Psyduck also lets you skip Dratini.
Ah, crap.
I think it gets Waterfall, doesn't it?
Psyduck gets all the water moves.
Yeah, all the water moves plus strength. Then you get a cut user. Kenya for fly. So yeah, after the cut user in Kenya, you're good to go.
So many useless Venonats. I only saw one Oddish. Oh my god.
I like just how many pictures are on there.
I can't remember the last time I went through this whole air. Oh my god, another Venonat.
I think Scott might be here.
I mean, like, Oddish is like I want to say it's like a 40% chance of it being encountered.
I'm gonna take a look.
It definitely feels like it's 40%.
Let's see. Oh, you're not gonna like this. At nighttime, Oddish is a 50% chance.
50? You know how many Pokemon I just battled?
Oh, you want to know something that's even worse? Venonat is 30.
Well, that makes sense.
So you just kept getting... It's basically you just kept landing horn drills instead of missing horn drills.
But
Yeah, John. You've only ever been able to get Lucky Egg off of Chansey until Gen 5, where sometimes an NPC could just give you a Lucky Egg. but in 2, 3, and 4, it had to be from a Chansey.
All right. I don't think I'm going to actually need the money this time, so I will not actually be buying the Butterfree. I'm just going to do the gym first instead and have the money this time.
You're not going to buy a Butterfree?
What? No, get the sweet set. Okay. So
I
that's
know,
what
you just
thought.
said buy Butterfree.
I thought this guy wasn't ignorable. Okay. Headbutt to the top. All right, we got 138 friendship currently. All right, we didn't battle this guy last time. Oh, I love
You know
this
what's
guy.
funny? This is a pretty unique to this guy. They gave this guy his Licky Tongue cut, even though it doesn't get it by level up. I wonder if they did that so that way it could actually attack a normal type.
140. Wow, that was a really good haircut. I think I just got 3?
Hey, Speed, do you think Steve would do our... I don't even know if he'd do Gen 3. So why don't we hold up on that? I did tell Steve, though, with all the code that's set up, making it work for Gen 3 as well should be an easy conversion.
Yeah, I would definitely consider...
He said it would only be Fire Red.
Yeah, I would definitely consider Fire Red. Unfortunately, I'm not used to abilities.
Or Natures. Or EVs.
Well, I'm used to Natures and EVs, shockingly. Crap.
But not abilities.
Crap. Okay, there we go. Well, there's a lot of abilities to memorize. Alright, now get the bike.
I don't think Gen 3 had as many. Like, I mean, on the opponents, the main thing you just have to know is who has Levitate.
Yes. No. Yes.
Or who has Intimidate.
No, with Mariah and him on his
All
personal
right.
policy, she's not.
So have you found any other bugs with the overlay?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
I just went right through that building.
For,
I expected to go slowly through it.
house.
No, we went out for business.
Yeah, but we went in the house too.
Oh, I do enjoy Heart Gold. I never ended up owning the Gen 1 remakes for Game Boy Color, but I skipped the whole Gen 4, Gen 5. A, because I didn't own a DS, and B, because the games just didn't really appeal to me. But then Heart Gold came out, and I'm like, okay, this is 100% a reason to buy it. To buy the DS.
Right. Actually, I think Heart Gold's my first time playing Johto.
That's sad. There's so many
Hey, no
non-Johto
offense, but
non-Johto
the game
Pokemon
came
in
out-
there.
the game came out before I was even born, man.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Mhm.
All right.
What
so
you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me in Gold and Silver, Togepi doesn't get extra sensory as an egg move?
What's extra sensory?
Oh, in Heart Gold Soul Silver, Togepi hatches with that egg move.
No, you
It's
use
80
charm.
power psychic move.
You use charm and then metronome like a good person. You use charm until like level literally no damaging move until like level 8, and then you use metronome until you get like headbutt or something. That's how you play Togepi.
Nuzlocke Heart Gold. No, I think Steve would rather he'd rather live than do that.
My birthday is not for another 10 months.
Oof. Oh yeah, I'm still doing more of my my own Shining Pearl Nuzlocke. Something I ended up learning: be very careful of wild Geodude and Graveler. You don't know who has self-destruct.
Oh, we're like $40 short. I have to sell something. What? Oh, fuck me. That's
What happened?
embarrassing. I didn't re-talk to Whitney.
Wait, you can just walk away without doing that?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that. In the remakes, that girl right down there won't let you leave. So I did not know that was a thing in Crystal. You could just walk away and ignore while
where
she's
the heck
crying.
did the sister go?
I don't know. That some shenanigans. You're
disappeared.
breaking the game. You're breaking the game, man.
Right. All right, we're by. Oh, right. Gotta sell something first. Super potions.
Oh, dude, no. You need those in emergencies.
Fire punch. Ice punch. Turn.
You use Fire Punch mainly for Magnemites, right?
I use fire punch for nothing.
Yeah, for nothing.
Basically, I pretty much didn't need it the whole run.
And yet you're buying it.
Well, I'm a masochist, you know. Oh crap! I still gotta teach ice punch. I didn't need it the whole run. I'm gonna use it this run. I'm just saying I didn't need it. I need it for Jasmine, but I didn't use it for Jasmine like an idiot.
I think that's first. I really.
Okay. Come on, get around. There we go. We got around Jazzy guy. Didn't get around the encounters though. Oh, come. Okay. Well, you know, we were gonna heal anyways. Now we're just gonna heal before the Komodo girls instead of after. Okay. Also, I got rid of headbutt already, so you know we're just gonna use return, and it's gonna slightly get more and more powerful as we go. All right, so we have 42 speed. We need 65, so we're nowhere near. Oh no, her Pokemon, they outspeed me now. Oh, you survived. No. I keep looking up like I have my items on pinned on GameHook like I usually do, and I don't.
How often have you been using the good items, bad items part of your screen?
I glanced at it earlier.
Oh, nice.
It's a step in the right direction.
So Steve keeps finding new things. I keep finding new things.
All right. So last time we one-shot everything except for the last Pokemon. Although this one hit us with Curse. Aha, we have Fire Punch this time. Suck it. We don't need Fire Punch, but we used it.
What I wonder is, if the special attack's much worse and you only use it for Magnemite, wouldn't Mud Slap be better? Because it's 4 times weakness?
No. Maybe, but no. All right, now we can ignore Aswine because he's a whiny little dude. We'll go ahead and heal.
He's a whiny dude. Let's name him Steve.
Well, the thing is, he loves to talk to you, and like we just don't got time for that. No?
Yeah. Nobody got time for that.
Exactly. So, you know, we just dig out and ignore him.
Like all problems.
Exactly. We avoid them by digging away. I mean, the place is already burned down anyways. All right, so we are not healing because we want to be able to teleport back.
Your speed is 43.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll outspeed the Haunters when we get back, but that's the goal, is to outspeed Morty's the Haunter.
His level 21 Haunter is 48 speed.
There's a chance we could pass that.
Are there any like Carbos on the ground at this point? I can't think of any.
No.
Maybe it might be worth doing the trainers towards Lake of
Oh, we have
Rage since
49
you have
speed
to
already.
pass by him anyway.
We have 49 because it gives the badge boost in
Oh,
battle.
Whitney's boost, right. So now let's see if you can get past 52, because that'll be the second Haunter.
Nope.
Oh.
I don't think we need the PP, but I'm just going to do it anyways. Oh, right. We still have to battle the Haunter trainers.
Yep. Are you going to spam return?
Yes.
Darn, I was really hoping you would have just used return.
Oh, I didn't get the berry. That's unfortunate.
I mean, would Berry or Quick Claw be better?
We're at 51 speed now. There is
One
a
away
good
from
chance
Mouse
we will
King
level up
Haunter.
in the middle of the Morty battle to outspeed that final gang Haunter.
Oh, that one's 50. That one's speed tied.
The important thing is just outspeeding the first Haunter, because the first Haunter hits us with Curse and is just the worst.
Yeah.
Sweet. Now we're at 54. Unfortunately, it's not anywhere near the 65 we need, but you know, it is what it is. We did our best. We're in an improved situation from last time. Cool. 49 speed, not 51, because yours takes into account the what's it called? The actual DVs.
What takes DVs into account?
Yours takes the actual DVs into my account or into account. Mine's shiny DVs. So the Haunter's 49.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I forget about that. Right.
Ah,
Your
I got a
stats
crit.
are slightly
That's all you
different.
need. 53.
I forget
not
your stats.
52. Because it's higher. Shiny is higher than his normal DVs.
Okay, then I'll stop helping you with stats then, because I don't have the shiny spreadsheet.
Oh, right. I actually have to walk back now. I don't know which way's faster because I ignored multiple trainers along the way.
Oh.
Haha. Sucker. I ignored everybody. Alright, now we just need to get the super repels. Buy 30 of them. Alright, we need... Okay. Almost forgot.
Huh. It shows Route 40 as being the Lake of Rage. Yeah, I'm definitely going to launch this on my end, see if I have those problems.
I forget if I used a repel. I don't think I have. Move the super repel to the top. Alright, hug the wall. Apparently that chick is paying attention. Apparently the overlay thinks we're in Mahogany, or a Lake of Rage.
Yeah, I gotta see if mine has that. Maybe you just don't have the newest version.
I definitely don't.
Oh, I remember. You were choosing not to upgrade your overlay in case something broke.
Something like that, yeah. Yes, we did get the computer fixed. And by computer fixed, I took it to my brother's house. He was like, hey, you should launch Valheim in Vulkan mode. And I'm like, hey, you remember how I upgraded my computer? What if I just used my old computer to play Valheim? He's like, yeah, that'll work too. My old computer doesn't have RTX. And apparently new computers have RTX on their graphics cards. Or at least the really nice graphics cards. and it's not very compatible with Valheim, so it causes Valheim to crash. And unfortunately, when your computer crashes a bunch of times, then things just don't work right, like the rest of the computer features, and it caused the stream to crash.
I've never heard of modern games freaking out over having an RTX.
Well, it's you've seen the memes for RTX on, RTX off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like RTX is a big deal. It makes things look way better.
I mean, yeah, I have an RTX 4080.
Damn it, I've got a 3090.
Yeah, remember I told you I bought that new PC during, like, shortly after the new year?
Oh, man. You
I
missed
spent
hypnosis,
good money on it.
sucker.
Indeed.
And my old
Where
computer's got a
is-
1080 Ti. All right, so we skirted by and cheated through Chuck, and we were happy for it.
Didn't even get punished for it.
We got punished. We got hit by one move.
Mind reader.
I don't remember what move it was. We just got hit by it.
Mm.
All right, I never ever use a repel in this water. I just don't.
Actually, I think I do, because I know I have to walk through that grass too anyway.
Technically, Valheim's a new game. But it's only 2 gigs. Valheim is a really long and quite big game. Somehow, it is only 2 gigs. Like, it is a freaking long game. It is very fun to play with friends, but it's also fun to play by yourself. It's just very time consuming by yourself.
All right, so you're in Route 42. I'm just going to go fly over there and see if the map is messed up. Oh, it is. You've got to be kidding.
All right, we need to get the elixir now. Oh, right. I can just fly. Ugh, Kenya, you need to be in slot 2, don't you know?
Nah, that makes too much
All
sense.
right, we're not using a repel because we're crazy. No, not Dragon Rage. Whatever shall we do? Now we have to face 2 rockets with low HP. Or 3 rockets before Lance heals us. I don't know why, but I always tell Lance no first. But I
Just
do.
like you do with, who's that one guy? Elm? Or Bill?
Yeah. Well, you have to tell Elm no. I mean, like, you know, he begs you to play the game, and then you tell him no. He's like, come on, man. And then he's like, please. Then you tell him no again. He's like, please. And then you eventually have to tell him yes because you have no other choice. Okay. Now we got that done. We just got Magnemite guy, and we will be done with 2 rocket battles, or at least this room. Interesting. This guy gives the same amount of money as Whitney.
Yeah, it looks like that thing I had to fix with the routes starting with 1 and 2 and 3. I gotta do the same thing to the 4s to get that thing fixed.
Oh no. Okay, well. I hope you guys strap in, because this part's going to be boring. Now watch as I ignore Goalback guy for like the first time ever.
Don't ignore Goalback guy.
I know, he likes attention, and I decided not to give him attention this time.
I can't believe you, dude.
Alright, I believe we can pick up the protein. Oh, by the way, last run I bought 2 carbos. This time I bought no carbos. So, we'll see how that
Speed
goes.
not really an issue? Was speed not an issue?
Speed was an issue for the whole run, and now we're going to have less of it.
Oh, so the carbos really didn't help?
I don't know. it might have helped on some battles. I don't know. I just know it didn't help enough. No! Why did I do that? That's two mistakes
you're
this
rust.
run.
I mean, even when you were good at Crystal, you still did that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Actually, I've seen Scott a few times on his streams actually forget the guy.
He's so forgettable.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the thing is, like, you see the protein, you're like, I need the protein, and then you just kind of forget to talk to him again.
Oh, I couldn't tell. Is your Granbull shiny?
Always.
Oh.
It went from pink to normal dog color. Grayish, brownish, tealish. Teal. Probably teal. Such exciting gameplay. Watch me use return over and over and over again.
Right.
I mean, if you had access to hyper beam as every attack you could possibly use, and you had 20 PP of it, why wouldn't you use it? I mean, think about it. Think of how many Pokemon like really like close combat or Brave Bird or another 120 power move. This is stronger than that. Unless it has stab, of course. Okay.
This?
Yes, double edge. It would be equivalent. Wait, no, double edge is a 100. Double edge is a 100 power move in the generation that I play. All right, escape rope. Now we go get our badge, and we don't battle 2 extra trainers this time. This person doesn't count because they're pretty hard to avoid. John, so John's like, what if you made it normal fairy instead?
That's not a thing.
Well,
that'd be kind of cheating.
Here's the thing. There are no stab fairy moves, obviously, because it's not in the game. So you're just doing the whole Poliwrath thing, where you give it weaknesses for no reason.
Yeah. Actually, this one would be worse. You're taking away stab. Or you wouldn't. It'd be normal fairy.
Yeah, but
yeah.
You're literally just
I was about to
giving
say,
it weaknesses.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't necessarily saying adding fairy gives it resistances. I don't think fairy resists a whole lot that normal doesn't already basically do.
Fairy resists dragon, bear, fire, no, fighting, and dark. I think that's it. Fighting, dark, fairy, dragon.
Immune to ghost? We're already immune to
or
ghost. No. Oh, he's saying resist fighting. So I guess that would make fighting neutral. I don't think that's...
I know, John. Fairy isn't immune to ghost, it's immune to dragon.
No, he said resist. Oh, no, he's talking about the normal resist ghost.
Oh.
Or, normal is immune to ghosts. All right, let's see how much Fire Punch does compared to Return, which Return did about... It knocked... I want to say it did about a 4th to Steelix, so let's see how much Fire Punch does. 8/10? Yeah, I would definitely say Fire Punch was a major improvement. Alright, now we got the whole fun rocket section to do. Yay! Quite frankly, I would love if they could just be removed from the whole game. You know, like how the rocket...
It's not giving me more things to do.
I'm saying make it optional. Imagine if this whole rocket part was optional. Just think about it, all right? All the Pokemon that would need the XP would do it, and the Pokemon that don't need the XP would ignore it.
All right.
Oh boy, I'm fun. Spam and return. So John's saying normal fairy is immune to both dragon and ghost. John, I think you're just gonna have to give up on it. What's better than basically one weakness?
No weaknesses, pretty much.
Right, and I'm pretty sure fairy would add a lot of weaknesses.
It's more than one, I can tell you that.
It sure is. And plus, fighting is like a good weakness because, I mean, there's basically one person you have to get by. Oh, also, there is Bruno's Hitmonchan uses Mach Punch. I remember that being really annoying for, I want to say it was Tyranitar and something else that was 4 times a week to fighting. Okay. So far, this run is going very smooth.
That's good.
Yeah, last run, I had done so many things wrong. This run feels like, you know, this is a, if you were to watch my old runs, this would be very comparable to that. I've only battled one extra trainer. And to be fair, I've also ignored a handful of trainers that spin. So, like, you know, I'm probably net neutral. I need to use a ether.
This is so confusing.
Look at how long this room name is. Goldenrod City Underground Switch Room / Entrance. That's this room name.
That's funny.
Oh no, my defense. It's been sharply reduced. Whatever shall I do? Wigglytuff? I would say, I'm curious how Clefable would be affected by giving it Fairy, because Clefable is also just a Juggernaut. I imagine adding Fairy would make it worse as well. I don't know about Wigglytuff. I just know that Wigglytuff is not very good. It pretty much gets all the same moves as Clefable, but it uses them worse. At least in Gen 1. I don't know if they gave them their own thing in later games.
Give them their own what?
Like they're, I don't know, something to differentiate themselves from each other. Clefable
Wigglytuff and Clefable? Yeah. The only difference I can think of, Clefable is pure fairy, Wigglytuff is normal fairy. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's not really much of a difference.
Not too much, no. Clefable's still better.
John's saying that Clefable is one of the most used Pokemon, and adding the fairy typing helped. But to be fair, you're also comparing strong Pokemon, whereas a solo run is actually a lot of bad Pokemon.
Yeah. All right, I was able to fix the map. I was able to figure out what I did to fix the others, and that worked. Man, some of those names are long. Goldenrod City Underground Warehouse.
I mean, John, again, you're talking about putting Clefable against good Pokemon. But what if you were to put Clefable up against Pokemon like Primeape? That is not good. You see what I'm saying? In a solo run, it's how does it do versus the game and not how does it do versus good Pokemon. Like, for instance, if something's good in Gen 1 and 2, it might not be good in Gen 3 because of the whole water thing.
It is.
Like, imagine doing Macargo in Gen 3. That would be the worst.
I don't have to imagine that. I've already done it.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Can you imagine the masochist that would do that?
Yeah, right. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get the friendship on this card. You think like under the HP would be a good spot?
No. To the left or right of the experience bar, as you can see, both sides have room.
Okay.
I would probably say the. Oh wait, they're both sides are being. Oh, but there's no friendship in Gen 1. Never mind. I was gonna say both sides are being used in Gen 1, but then I just remember there's no friendship in Gen 1.
I'll just have to add a get generation thing.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Our next move is at 51, so we want to make sure not to teach over return. This time, my bag was way better, too. A lot less clunky. John, I can't even contemplate how team battles would work. They're so complex.
Yeah, I don't understand it much either.
I know abilities take a big role in them. Alright, now we are flying to Mahogany. Heal to get our PP. Speed becomes a member for the 11th month. Oh no, he's going to get a new icon soon.
You happen to remember what it is?
Considering your current one's Bulbasaur, I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably Charmeleon.
I know it started with Pikachu, and then it went up to Charmander, and then Squirtle, and Bulbasaur.
I don't remember the order, and the reason why I don't remember the order is because I put them in a weird order. Normally, I would pick the ones that I favor, but some icons are longer, like they stay on you longer than other icons.
Yeah.
So I tried to like make it so the ones that I cared about the most were on people the longest.
Makes sense.
So I think it might have went
see.
Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur. But I don't remember. Oh well.
All right. What's the game hook path?
Yeah,
Player,
44.
team, 0,
No iron.
friendship,
All
friendship,
right,
friendship,
PP up.
friendship, right there.
Don't need the PP. We are good, so we can head directly to the gym. John, there is a Pokemon that we were looking at that doesn't get any attacking moves. I don't remember the name of it, but it's hilarious.
Yukamuku.
That's it, Pyukumuku. No attacking moves. No direct attacking moves, at least. The only thing it has going for it is in the fast level up group.
I mean, does that really help much?
No, but you're essentially gonna win most of your battles by like poisoning them and then just like living.
Toxic.
No, you have to actually get all of the way to to Koga before you can use Toxic. That's a luxury.
I don't even know how you would beat Brock for Bide, though.
Toxic's a luxury. You have to earn that. That run would be so bad. It'd be like up there with like Ditto.
I think that's insulting Ditto.
No. See, here's the thing. Ditto requires the game to be played a certain way. Pikumuku, at least you can eventually win. It'll just take a lot longer. Whereas Ditto requires two things to happen. And once you get those two things to happen, then the run will continue. Unfortunately, getting those two things to happen take like 3 hours each or longer.
Yeah. Kind of similar to Shuckle.
Yes. Whirlpool. All right. What'd you say what it was? Top, bottom, whatever?
Top, bottom, middle.
Bottom. Interesting.
It's how I memorize it, so I know for the first two I can keep turboing the A button.
Interesting.
Also remember, you have Psyduck. You don't need your Teeny.
This I hate this. This girl gives me TM24, but unfortunately it's not Thunderbolt.
Yeah, right.
It annoys me every time. It's like TM24, Thunderbolt, good move. Oh no, it's just Dragon Breath. Terrible move.
All right, I got the friendship on here. You want it on the right or the left side?
Doesn't matter. All right, fly.
Haha, Boss KO. I'm 1 month longer than you.
Hey, Boss KO, thank you very much. Appreciate that. I forget if you've done 2 requested runs or 3 requested runs. All right.
I really need to start keeping track of those, to be honest, for like my members.
Yeah, well, every 3 months it's a thing. I know he's done at least 2. I just don't know if it's 3. If he's done 3 or not. Okay, Goldenrod.
I know next week I have to do 2 of my member runs.
Yep. Looking forward to removing those from the spreadsheet.
Yeah, right.
Alright, let's teach Waterfall now, I guess. Duck. Yeah, you better learn it. Alright, we still have to do the Whirl Island one.
Nah, you don't need it.
That's true, but we're gonna do it anyways. We don't actually... Actually, you know what? We do need all the candies now I think about it. Oh, I get that you have to let them expire. Ah, we got around all the swimmers this time. Okay, that is everybody for everything. Now we are heading back. Did I know that I stepped foot in Kanto? I did. Thank you, Fat Man.
I mean, just look behind Steve.
Indeed, it did in fact change. Aw, I didn't get around her.
She's annoying.
Yeah, well, I mean, her XP isn't too bad. But I don't need the XP of battling all these people like I did last time, so I'm actually going to go ahead and ignore them. I think it mostly goes down to Pikachu luck, so I really don't need to be battling extra trainers.
I mean, didn't you struggle with Surge?
Shut up. That was because I didn't use Return on Raichu and it paralyzed me. And that's also because I accidentally battled an extra trainer that I shouldn't have. And if I didn't battle that extra trainer, I would have had more return PP. I forgot that in Gen 2, you need to go left. Oh boy. Oh, thank you, John Calabro. Glad that everybody decided to re-up their subscription all on the same day.
Technically, it does automatically. You can just press a little button just to show off that you did it.
I did not know that.
It's called the free milestone member chat.
We've got a lot of those racked up then. Oh, guys, I finally got to use Crunch for the first time since Morty, yeah. $53. Last time we went into the league, I think 60. That is a enormous difference.
I can see why in your normal crystal runs you normally never did 2 playthroughs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure when we do the ones with the instant text, I'm sure it'll be way quicker.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
The text in this, like, I don't know why, but it just feels like the text in Crystal is super slow.
It's pretty normal.
I don't know. Part of me thinks Gen 1 has faster text.
How would the rival go in the Elite Four? Well, I guess if he kept the levels of his Pokemon, not well. If his Pokemon were like, in their mid 40s, I would actually say he's got a relatively good team. They just don't have good moves.
Honestly, I only ever struggle with the rival when you can't one-shot the Magneton or the Golbat because they control. And then things can just go downhill.
Yeah. I agree. There have been many times where I've been hit by Curse, and it does not go well from there if you're already paralyzed. Well, we were never going to outspeed Crobat, so I'm glad we hit it. I don't even need to save in front of these guys. I'm just that confident. Like, maybe Machamp might hit me a cross chop, and maybe it one-shots me. I'm willing to take that risk. Speaking of cross chop, that is the new strongest, Gen 2 fighting move. There are so many Pokemon that get 120 power fighting moves that I've had to make a move set for, and I pretty much just give them cross chop.
I'm gonna go take a look at some of those move sets.
Yeah, I didn't finish making
Wild Shiny Looper.
I didn't make the level up set I made the level up set for most of them, but I did not make the TM moveset yet. Oh look, I made it all the way to Gengar without getting hit this time. That's nice. Or paralyzed.
Bruno has been a problem if you ever use a normal type.
Debatable. I mean, he's got more fighting moves, so I guess there's that.
Or I guess if you're using what are the other ones? Rock.
Right. I don't need the paralyzed Cure
Steam.
Berry, but I'm gonna use it. Never mind. I didn't even pick it up. All right, Pink Bow it is.
You didn't pick up Paralysis Cure Berry?
Apparently not.
That's funny.
Okay, well, we're just gonna go ahead and Ice Punch, and then, when they end up being ranges, we're just gonna get really mad. Has Bruno ever been a problem? Yes, actually, he has.
That does not look like the right Lance image.
Oh, that's funny.
That looks like his default artwork, not his sprite.
Holy crap, Aerodactyl hit me so many times.
Is it like that on my folders too?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Steve downloaded the official artwork instead of the sprite.
That's okay. You know, these things happen. I downloaded like 50 S sprites individually.
Mhm.
We're making great time. I feel like we were like 108 last time we finished. All right, 356. Okay, good. All right, Professor Elm. Professor Elm, what do you got for me? Oh, you got the SS ticket? Thanks. I appreciate it very much, bro. All right. So now we've learned you can talk to this guy from the top. Not that you would ever want to, but you can. Talk to the guy who tells us about his lazy bum friend.
Hey Steve, I have to let go of the shiny Wooper.
No. Did you miss your master ball?
No. He said please, so I said okay.
Oh. You had to go all the way to the PC and release him? So sad.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a kid doing the whole duping thing, I don't know if you know how to dupe in Gen 2.
I think it has to do with like switching boxes and like turning the game off after you save.
Yes, exactly. So anyways, I was convinced I would dupe a whole team of 6 Fraligators, basically holding rare candies or Master Ball or whatever I was duping. And I was convinced that I would eventually see one of these Fraligators in the wild. I was like, I've released hundreds of Fraligators into the wild. I have got to see one of these eventually.
I've actually read this story. Apparently, it was this one guy on Reddit. He said when he was a kid, in like in Gold, Silver, Crystal, the Dex entries talk about how Lapras is nearing extinction. The guy as a kid bred hundreds of Lapras to release them in the wild, and then in modern games, Dex talks about how luckily the Lapras numbers have gone up, and he likes to say it was all because of him.
Well, exactly. The Fraligator population increased thanks to me.
I don't know.
I put literally thousands of them into the wild. I duped a lot. Me and my Game Boy SP went everywhere with it. All right. Now we're doing Sabrina, who apparently hit me last time. She hit me with a psychic and it did most of my HP. And now I'm going to be even slower because I'm a lower level. So this will go great.
I think it'll go amazing.
Definitely. Quillfish, you would be shocked how well Quillfish would go, and it's because of one move and one move only. Quillfish
Minimize.
Yes, Quillfish will go well because it learns Minimize, and that is the only reason why Quillfish can be okay. If they didn't give Quillfish Minimize, Quillfish would be horrifically bad. Yeah, Minimize.
Yep. Oh, everyone at Steve's stream, don't forget, tomorrow we're doing our first Crystal backport.
Yeah, and it's going to be a very, very solid run.
Well, for me.
You backported 2 fantastic moves. You might as well tell them.
I backported 3 fantastic moves.
I can only think of 2 of them.
I gave us the level 1 egg move Night Slash.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that's a downgrade from the move I was going to give it.
What was the other move you give it? I don't
Well,
remember. I just
was going
replaced
to give it crunch, and you downgraded it by adding in Night Slash.
But it's a guaranteed crit. It's a high crit move.
Yes, high crit. If it were guaranteed crit, we'd be talking different.
Well, I needed a third move. I had to find something.
Well, anyways, for the rest of you, he backported Brave Bird and Close Combat into Generation 2, like they now exist.
It's a Brave Bird and Flare Blitz.
Oh, Flare Blitz. Yeah.
Yeah. I kept telling Steve, are you sure you want to use them? They're recoil moves, and I know you hate them.
But they're also very, very high power moves. And the recoil isn't based on how much damage you do, right?
With those moves, I don't remember. I think Gen 2 changed a lot of those.
Well, Gen 2, yeah, they made it based on how much damage you dealt. So they really, really effed up high jump kick. If you miss a high jump kick and you're battling a really, really weak Pokemon, you could knock yourself out.
It looks like in Gen 1 and 2, it is a quarter of the damage dealt.
Yes, and I believe it counts total like damage you would have dealt. Like for instance, if you miss a high jump kick, like let's say you have like a level 60 Hitmonlee and you use high jump kick on a level 2 Rattata, even though level 2 Rattata's got like 20 HP or whatever, you will basically knock yourself out. It has no limit to how much recoil damage you will take.
Oh, in Gen 3 onwards, Double Edge was raised to a third damage recoil.
Oh.
With leftovers, it's not too bad. Well, we won't get them till Kanto, but it's still gonna be a lot of fun.
But it was just hilarious because
The runs
there are so many weak trainers in Gen 2. Like, they're just 20 levels lower than you, and it's just the way the game works. And so if you miss high jump kick, you can kill yourself. Like, the other trainers really can't do jack to you, but you can kill you.
Yeah, Steve, I like how you never put TMs in the 3 Pokemon.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to it. I was at work and I was like, all right, I have time to do this. And then I did that.
Oh.
Sweet. Damn it. Guys, Elm says you can't use repels in battle. Just let you know. Doesn't work like the smoke ball. You would think that repels would work like the smoke ball. I would just spray it right in the Pokemon's face and then they would run. That's how they should work, right?
Oh, sorry, what?
So, repel, like I tried to use a super repel in battle, and the way it should work is I spray the repel in the Pokemon's face, it can't see, and then I run.
That would make sense.
That's how bear spray works in real life, right? I don't see how it's any different.
Seems like it, yeah.
All right, Vermilion. Oh wait, I need more returns. We're not effing that up again. All right, let's actually battle the correct guy this time. So the over-under is really split, and I freaking love it. But the one that people voted for the least was under 128 for under Meganium, and now I have to beat it to spite everybody.
You have to get under 128?
Exactly, and I think it's doable because I've been using the bike like crazy. Stop double teaming, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. I knocked out Magneton with Return instead of Fire Punch You gonna do something about it, people? It's like playing Minecraft and then you watch your favorite streamer like break a piece of dirt with their sword instead of like a shovel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, I did it in the wrong order again. That's okay. All I lost was the moving time from the fly area to the Snorlax. That's hardly any time, especially when the bike exists. Now, it would have been a real waste of time if I actually had gone in the Poke Gear and then found out I didn't have it.
Right.
See, that guy is a great guy because he doesn't say yes or no. He's like, hey, take this. So many people in Gen 2 are like, hey, yes or no question. Do you want to do this? Even though it's required? Yes,
Right.
I want to do it. Why are you giving me the option? You can get an encounter in this room? Since when?
Wait, what?
I just got an encounter in the dude room.
I'm pretty sure in Gen 1 you can't get an encounter in
Yeah,
that room.
I think in Gen 1 you can't, but I guess apparently in Gen 2 you can get an encounter in the dude room?
I think I know why. I've looked at the maps of everything. The two dude rooms in the long cave is actually on the same map. That might be why. So I think in Gen 1 they might have been their own separate rooms. What's the drink of the day?
It is Coke Zero, but I need it. I have a soda stream, which I'm pretty sure I've mentioned on the stream before.
I don't remember.
Anyways, the way the soda stream works is you fill a bottle up with water, then you go over to the soda stream and you put your water bottle in the stream. Then you pull down a handle, or at least my version is a handle. I just used the wrong move. Crap. You pull down the handle and you basically see a stream of bubbles pop down into your drink. You do that a few times depending on how many bubbles you want to inject into your drink. For me, I like doing like 5 spritzes. Like I like my drinks real bubbly. And then now you have bubbled sparkling water. But that's terrible. Who cares about bubbling sparkling water? That doesn't taste good. So what you do is then you go get restaurant grade drinking syrup. So I have Coke Zero in an enormous bag. Now I put it in one of those like you know those lemonade things that people bring to like cookouts and whatnot. Yeah. Basically, I put it in one of those lemonade dispensers. So every time I make a drink, I pour the lemonade dispenser of Coke Zero into the water bottle. I basically stir it. I don't shake it. I learned the hard way. You don't shake it.
Really? Don't shake Coke.
Correct.
Let me guess. Did it explode everywhere?
Yes. Yes.
See, like, look at that mad cargo. He's in Hoenn.
But anyways, so now that you've got your drink, you just pour it into a bottle and you're good.
I can't believe you shake a Coke without realizing it.
Hey, you only have to do it one time before you realize to never do it again. You like how I did the patented Steve get in the water, then use the repel?
No, actually, I do that a lot. It's a bad habit.
Well, the thing is, as far as I know, you can't get an encounter when you're entering the water. I've never seen it happen.
All right, I gave 3 moves for the first one, then the second one. Now I got to do the third one.
I'm curious which moves you picked. I'm really hoping.
I know I'm trying to pick the I know I'm trying to include the signature move because I know Scott made a big deal about like loving their signature moves. So I'm gonna try my best to fit them in there.
Because one of them had a move that was like, hey, increase the like attack, the special attack, and the accuracy or something. I was like, man, that would be really cool if that was a thing.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, I'm limited to just 3 moves, so I just gotta choose which ones I think would be the most interesting.
Now the only problem with that strat is like it's a move that I think you learn at freaking level 80, so we might not even get to use it. I don't remember which one it was for.
Is it the move Coil?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like a really good move. I just don't think we'll be able to actually use it.
Ooh, what? How many signature moves does this thing have? This thing's got like 4 signature moves on it.
One of the Pokemon had a lot of ground moves, and I did my best to spread all the moves around. I gave it like level 1. I can't magnitude. Then I gave it level 6 bone meringue, and then I gave it like level 12 earthquake. Like I spread them as best I could.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised. I'm looking at Zygarde's moves. I gotta remember what these do.
It
1,000
started
arrow,
with
1,000 core.
290 damage ground moves. I don't know what the 2 moves do, but they must do something because nobody in their right mind would use 2 90 damage ground moves if they didn't do things.
Let's see. This would be a weird one. 1,000 arrow inflicts damage. Despite being a ground move, it can damage ungrounded Pokemon that are flying type, have levitate. So it's basically a ground move that can hit flying types. How would I code that in?
I have no idea.
The only thing I can think of is by like making it a different type.
I think you just don't.
I mean, that part of it I wouldn't be able to backboard. What's the other move?
No, oh, that was close. I almost forgot.
1,000 waves.
No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I got the repel active. We're still good. Just watch for the route to change. We're good. We're good. We'll just head to Celadon like a normal person, like we didn't forget anything. And we'll go get Protect.
1,000 waves. 90 power ground move. It just prevents the target from fleeing.
Oh,
that's
the
it.
Other move was Sleep Talk, not Protect. Earlier I mentioned the 4-move combo.
Don't do that much. What is Core Enforcer?
I still think I would rather have Protect instead of Sleep Talk.
Okay, so basically all of Zygarde's signature move have effects that I cannot backport.
That's fine.
Apparently Core Enforcer, it changes ability. Yeah, that's not going to be a thing.
I hope Scott realizes the limitedness of things we can do.
I think he does. He's backported tons of moves before. Like, I could backport the move just as a simple damaging move. Did you use Protect last run?
I did use the Protect instead of Sleep Talk last run. Do you think that was a mistake?
I don't know. Someone was asking.
Okay, we are gonna save so much time. I'm gonna immediately rare candy from the start since I know that the candies basically don't do anything this run.
Okay.
I don't know how, but I skipped a lot of training. We are really close in level. Last time we were level 80. We're level 78 this time.
Land's Wrath.
All right, now let's teach some moves. Curse.
Let's see. Okay, Land's Wrath is just a normal ground move that hits everybody, so it's like an Earthquake clone.
We'll try the Sleep Talk strat. I mean, it can only help. And plus, I could teach Protect over it. Oop. If,
Dude, the name is so long.
Okay, let's do this. Remember, guys, we have to instantly reset if we get by curse or charm, like that. We got our third reset of the whole run. Oh, okay, that's fine, I guess. That was a lot. Okay. Holy crap, that was a crit. And then I used rest again. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, I used curse. Okay, well, I fainted. That was a lot of time wasted. Pikachu has caused more runs than the entirety of the entire Johto and Kanto region.
Oh boy. How many times does it need to not use charm?
I mean, it uses thunder sometimes, but for some reason thunder always paralyzes, even though I know it's not like that high of a chance.
Aren't you able to? What's the next Pokemon? Can't you set up on that?
Well, I have to set up on that. There's no other choice. I must set up on the Espeon. I can't knock out
Oh,
Espeon.
I thought you were... I thought... Okay, I see what you're doing. Never mind. I thought you were trying to set up on the Pikachu.
No, I just have to get by it. All right, now we rest. Thank God we're faster than Snorlax.
Hey, Steve, I think we should try and do these crystal races with Ike, so that way he will never use rest and we always win.
No, I sleep talked and knocked out no.
You crit.
No, I needed to set up more curses, at least one more curse.
Who's the thing that'll live?
Oh crap.
Oh no.
That was on me for not counting how many turns I was asleep.
I mean, it's kind of disadvantage when you're outsped.
I lost track of how many turns I was asleep. Oh, why? That's like a 10% chance, right? Like it happens every time.
Thunder paralysis? I think it's 30%. Let me look.
Oh, is it 30? That seems more realistic.
You know, Fire Blast is 30, so I'm... Oh, no, wait. That's the modern effect. What is it in Gen 2? Gen 2 to 5, 30% chance.
Okay, that seems more reasonable.
In Gen 1, it's 10%.
All right, curse. That's one curse. I just need 2 curses. There we go. I got the 2 curses. We're good now. Oh, that was the turn I wake up. I knew that was going to happen.
I also realized there might be an error with the JSON. It said Charm was 100% accurate.
Okay.
Sunny Day is 90%.
Rest.
There might be typos in this thing.
All right, this is turn 1. Oh, you set up Sunny Day. All right, this is turn 1. Stop solar beaming. This is turn 2. Holy crap, that does so much damage. This is turn 3. Well, you took in sunlight. I appreciate that very much. Unfortunately,
that Venusaur has really annoyed me in Weedle.
Okay.
And
Charizard. This whole strat is bad. We should have just went with the old strat. I think we would have won the first time we got to yeah, the whole
was protect to try and like cheese the Venusaur from hitting solar beam.
No, see the thing is protect caused me not to knock out Snorlax so fast.
Oh, really?
I keep knocking out Snorlax before I get set up, and then the protect allows me to like I just keep taking too much damage. Like, all I have to do is basically get to Snorlax, and then that's it. I just set up on the Snorlax, and from there we're golden. I pretty much lost 3 turns with sleep talk.
The one thing I could think of to make 1,000 arrows work, maybe I could give it the struggle effect of dealing typeless damage. That might be an interesting way to go around it.
I didn't know you could just do that.
I just have to think like what a move effects are in the game and can I copy off of it. Like if I'm copying, let's see, like Coil, for example, I have to think of another stat setup move and be like, all right, how can I modify this?
Wow. Okay. That was
Yeah, I
close.
remember watching Matt do that stream of Granbull, or it was a video, I don't remember. He absolutely hates Granbull.
Dude, Granbull's great. I just should not have done the sleep talk strat. Took in sunlight, no big deal. Yeah, Charizard's gonna suck a little bit more. You know, turn 1 we're gonna protect because we need more HP because you took in sunlight. Also to get rid of that sun faster. Cool. All
I
right.
still find it funny how in my Weedle Crystal run, it wasn't the Charizard that made it impossible, it was the Blastoise.
All right. There. 124.35. We got the under 128, and that is all I care about. I spited everybody who didn't vote under.
Boo.
Oh, 124. Let's see where this goes.
Oh yeah, there are definitely some typos in this. Sunny
Oh my
day,
God,
90%.
wow. Like, I kid you not, Fraligator was like outside of, you know, that the 4 resets there, like that Fraligator run was like flawless. I remember that run. It was so, look, like it was such a good run. The bike must save you so much time. Holy crap. Basically, all of these runs are obsolete.
I mean, walking around is just really slow. I mean, don't tell Scott that. He refuses to believe anyone about the Gen 2 bike.
Wait, he doesn't like the Gen 2 bike?
No, he hates it. He actually makes a rule to ban. He does the Van Man rule with bikes in Gen 2.
Oh my God. See,
Yeah, even Snowy keeps trying to convince him to do it. He just keeps saying no.
see, here's the thing. I am not 70 years old. I understand my opinion is wrong. I just don't want to adapt, but I will. I'm like the grandma who plays Guitar Hero, you know? I tried. I had a grandmother, or my other grandmother that passed away a while back. Like, she actually used a computer. She had a tablet. Like, she played Guitar Hero a few times. Like, she was not stubborn like normal old people are. My grandmother over here, she refused to learn anything.
Mm-hmm. And Scott uses the Pokemon Blue bike in
Boss
yellow.
KO.
Yeah, he only started doing that because of me.
Bosco, I don't do reruns. See, Speedrunner will redo the same 20 Pokemon over and over again. Basically, my rule for rerunning is, boy, if this Pokemon is so egregiously ruined, I will rerun it. Other than that, you get what you get.
Oh.
There are another 200 Pokemon that need doing first.
Oh, okay, I see the typo.
Quite frankly,
I
there's
always
only
thought-
one Pokemon on this entire leaderboard right here that I would consider doing a redo, and that is Ho-Oh.
Oh,
Other
yeah.
than that, oh, and maybe Celebi. Oh, and Mew.
I
Basically the
remember-
legendaries. The legendaries, the reason why the legendaries have such bad times, I did them all first because I wanted to learn while playing on the job, like learn on the job while playing. And there's no better way of learning on the job than playing the best Pokemon in the game, which were the legendaries. So all of the legendaries except Entei have a bad time. Oh man, the amount of time I could cut off that Mew run has got to be absurd. Like Mew
Yeah, when will
starts-
you redo Shuckle or Steelix?
No thanks. Those I don't. I mean, I could probably knock off 10 whole minutes, but why? Why would I even bother? Oh man, but like, I pretty sure Mew starts with confusion and it learns all of the punches. That's all you need to know. And with Mew's 100 in every stat and medium slow level up group, Mew is probably right up there with Alakazam. Anyways, Thank you all for joining in today's run. I appreciate it very much. I'm glad everybody stuck in with me toward the end. I'm glad that the second run went smooth enough where I don't feel like I did a bad job. Because after that first run, I was pretty convinced my second run was going to actually go just as bad, if not just slightly better. But it went way better. So I'm happy that I put forth a good number. Anyways, good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow where I believe we were playing Blaziken. So, good night.